the chat as well.
We are live. Welcome to the Culture Cast. It says it down here. That's new if you haven't been here. If you weren't here earlier, Brian figured out how to use a new chat drive stream thing. Anyway, Bruno is here first today. No sign of Tubbs. He is probably on the shitter.
That's the new thing. Just taking a massive poo.
He's taking a poo. How are you? I'm having a poo.
How are you? Exactly.
So
Fantastic. I'm actually doing one right
yeah,
now.
so this is like the biggest like streaming day I've ever done. I did 2.5 hours. Well, was it two hours a while ago as well
It was 2 hours.
with
Oh,
Pulsecon, and an hour and a half of it was no legends.
my God. Close to a wasted one though.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, I know. Like I sat through what were they? The shooting thing.
The nerfs?
The Nerf. I sat through the Nerf panel and I sat through the Magic the Gathering panel. And
Fuck.
you were there too. You were in the chat as well.
Yeah. I was just trolling.
Oh, I could feel the life leaving my body. Like,
I know it's just so boring. Like you know what? I have to say, I appreciate Hasbro bringing in, like, the Wizards of the Coast, showing all of the things, like, hey, jump in on this bandwagon. But at the same time, it's like, guys, fuck off. I want to see toys. It's just, yeah. This isn't your latest con. This is my toy. Like, go. Unless you're showing toys, I don't want to see it.
yeah,
So, yeah.
but like, yeah, it was long ass as hell.
It was too
But
long.
other than that, was we wait for Tubbs himself. How was your week?
Yeah, man, it was a good week. I thought I was gonna have a bigger show and tell because I have some stuff coming by DPD, so it actually might be coming Sunday. It's a really nice haul. So
Deep
I'll
penis drilling.
yes, that is the kind of thing that I like to do. It just really cleans out the insides.
Who's insides? I don't want to know.
Well, depends who wants. Anyway, um, but yeah, I got some
Dodgy
toys.
package
What's some
delivery, but
stuff?
one
Huh?
dodgy
What was?
package delivery. DPD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty package delivery. That's
Well,
right.
dirty. Whatever you want to.
They took the brown route.
Joshy said, "Oh my God, Joshy boy, too much third party shit."
Yep.
Yeah,
Spot on. Fucking spot on. Yes. I agree,
yeah,
Joshy.
100%. But yeah, so I completely took you off track there. What are you getting from DPD?
So I have some more Mayfex figures coming, which is really nice. I have one
Is it
out of a collect.
Mayfex or Mafex?
I don't give a fuck. I just call them Mayfex. I might be saying them wrong, and maybe it's Mafex, Mafix. I don't know.
It's really, at the end of the day, it's just your fix.
It is my fix. It is
Yeah.
absolutely my fix. I do not need or care about anything else. So yeah, that is
Um,
it.
James says, "Evening lads, glad that Hasbro Pulse is over." Yeah, I've got,
Right.
like, if you look closely, I've got about 10 extra grey hairs after that live stream a while ago. I can only
I don't
take
blame
so
you.
much. Oh my God, you guys!
I
But let's not go.
know.
Let's not go
I
there
know.
after last week. But yeah,
Why, Brian? What comment did you say?
things were said.
Ah,
Energetic
amazing.
puppies and all that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
What? Yep.
that's
Uh,
DC fandom though. I blame those guys. I blame for DC for
you believe?
everything.
I know. Well, fuck it. Tubbs isn't here. Let's do it. It's your fault,
I
Tubbs.
would blame it to his face. So it's fine.
We
Sorry,
love you,
Tubbs. I know you
Tubbs.
love you.
We love you.
We bought winter like. But yeah.
Yeah.
So you're getting Mafex figures.
I am, and some nice Dragon Balls. So I'm getting obviously the ones you already have them. Actually, you have Mr. Penis
Burter
Head.
and Guldo, is it?
Yeah, Burton Gold I have already today. It's part of the show and tell, and
Oh, you're getting this guy.
I am, but I'm also
It's
getting launch or lunch, depends how you want to say it. I don't know.
I get lunch every day. It's beautiful.
I know. Fucking hell. Thank you. Uh, You yourself, and I said thank
Oh,
you to yourself.
it was just perfect.
I know, awkwardness, and I'll keep going on about it. No, but it was so I have
So
some nice
are
things
you getting
coming.
that Goku set as well, the table set?
I am, yeah, like just the eating one. I have too many Gokus anyway, so it'll go perfect as him just eating and being an absolute pig. So yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to that. And I still got some nice figures today. So is that a good segue into a show and tell?
Yeah, and Jonathan Redmond says, "Oh my God, Josh, you buy a fuckload and for zero reason." Yeah,
Yeah. Fuck yes.
but
I did.
yeah. So wait a
Okay.
second now. Let's see what we can do here.
What's this?
Oh, show and tell down the bottom there.
Hey, look at that. So do you want I
You
strip
can
now
go
or
first.
yeah?
I shall
Do I trousers down or
trousers up
just a
for now,
zipper?
like just in case.
Okay, okay. So
So
quick show and tell.
here
Um
is Bruno. I've made you bigger.
Motherfucker, I told you not to. So anyway, I got into the Age of Apocalypse Marvel Legends line actually because of you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I got all
And
of wave one, but I still have to get wave two, obviously.
yeah, and I actually couldn't go out with Sunfire. I absolutely love this
It's
figure.
fantastic figure.
You know what? This is one of those I regret not getting sooner because when you see it, it just doesn't do it for me. But actually, in hand, like look at the detailing on that hair.
Yeah, it's just when you put it up against the light as well, it's incredible.
Oh, phenomenal! Yeah, you can see it, and it has those like butterfly joints. It's super articulated. I think this is actually like the Spider-Man mold, if I'm not mistaken,
Was
because
your
he's
was your one a bit loose anyway?
uh maybe around the hips. But so the guy who sold it to me was actually on the Marvel Legends group. Really nice guy. He actually sent it in the box that it came in, so I think he
Oh,
literally just got it for the bath.
the bath piece, yeah.
Yeah, I have no interest in the bath. Don't really care about Sugar Man.
Sugar
Um,
Man.
yeah,
He's really
so
cool as well, actually.
yeah, so really nice figure, and oh, there you go. Yeah, he is a bit loose. There you go. Um,
I shouldn't have said nothing.
there you go. Him throwing a punch.
He's really nice.
Then I'm not sure if I showed this before. I got this.
Oh, nice. Is no, I think it's Alan Alford. Alford is actually building that at the moment. The Tri Sentinel, or is it you?
I'm building it at the
That's
moment.
you.
Yeah, yeah. Alan
I knew I
Alford
saw
is
someone
sold.
was doing it.
Yeah, Alan just sold me a head for it, and this is the Omega Sentinel. Really nice as
Very
well. Like
nice.
even my daughter was loving it and playing with it because you have a lot of different heads with this, and you can change the arms super easily. And she has two different arms, so actually a really good figure. Um, and honestly, I don't actually have any emotional connection to this figure. I don't know about the backstory of the character or anything like that. But I thought, fuck it, I might as well go balls deep into the Sentinels. So
As you do, like.
yeah, and then sell them like 3 months down the line. Thanks, Hasbro, you pricks.
Uh,
Um,
Jonathan says that Pulsecon was god awful for the most part. Josh, you said it was 4 or 5 fan Fridays dragged out.
oh God, yes,
Adam Rag, evening Adam. He says, evening Brian and Bruno. Hope you're both okay. Yeah, definitely good. Good now that we're back to our normal show. Like so. James says, I'm thinking of getting that Sunfire. Looks great. Yeah,
get it.
as you saw there, James, it's class. I have him as well up there somewhere in the heights, and he's a fantastic figure.
They can't see you because all they can see is this. Yeah.
And Josh, yeah, the hosts of the event acting like fucking Muppets really didn't help. Yeah, I think it will. That's what I was kind of getting at last week, and I said something bad, but
one
but
1 hour 20, folks. Go and watch it. Okay.
Jonathan says was super hard going to have to do commentary for it. Jonathan. I was doing my own live stream here at the time as well, and someone actually, I think it might have been James, said you're really finding that card stuff hard going, and I was literally falling asleep watching it.
So boring, man.
But
But
Joshy says, but they were in space. I think some of them were definitely on something where they were in space, so
spaced out.
spaced out, yeah. So
Yeah.
what else did you have there, Bruno?
So I obviously have Berta and Goldo. I actually don't have this in the box because they're already upstairs in the display. But I do have one really exciting piece which I haven't even told you about, to be fair.
Ooh.
And this is a big one. So I recently found out that Walmart is doing the uh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles blimp.
Oh yeah, I've seen this actually.
So I said fuck it, and I actually got the original.
Oh, that is class.
There you go. And I would
That is
drop the
really
bombs.
good condition as well, isn't it?
It's not bad. It is missing one bomb, but there you go. Oh,
And now it's missing two more.
ah, fuck up. There you go.
Jesus Christ, that is class. Have to
Yeah.
say, like,
So I need to fill it up. I did something really stupid when I filled it up as well, because it didn't come blown up. So I blew it up myself, and I should have actually probably washed where people put their mouths, because fuck it, now I'm gonna probably get COVID. But
well, all that hot air had to go somewhere, I guess.
hey, well played, sir. Thank you very much. So people know that I'm a ragged asshole. Um, so there you
Had to
go.
be done, like.
Blimp. So
That
yeah,
is awesome, man.
thank you very much.
Um,
So yeah.
Joshy boy, he says, didn't you love celebrities trying to understand the toys they had no clue about? You know what? I felt really bad for Matthew Lillard because those other two guys were like totally going deep on the card stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I love Wing Commander, yeah, Scream, Shaggy."
Yeah,
It was
that's
bad.
it.
John says, I was on with Blue Harvest and Left Coast, and fuck me, I was watching what I said like a hawk. Yeah, see, that's my problem. I rarely have a filter. And sometimes things do slip out. James said, I wasn't sure what that lad from the Black Eyed Peas was on about. I think they got him because, oh, look, Spirit, he's a Native American. That guy from the Black Eyed Peas, he's famous. He's sort of Native American. Hey, you come over here and show us that. But yeah,
Probably,
he rambled
probably.
for such a long time. He was definitely trying to fill air, and I felt bad for him as well.
Oh,
Just
don't
because
be. You got paid for it.
Fergie wouldn't do it.
I know. Fuggy dumped them though, right?
Yeah,
No, 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 no.
Fergalicious.
I know. Don't funk with their hearts. Well, she did.
Oh my
All
god.
over them. Okay.
No, that's not funk. That's something else.
Wait. Well, she did that.
Let's not go there. But
All right. No.
is that everything?
Fuck you. I just showed you a blimp. Yes, that's everything, motherfucker. Jesus.
Fuck you. I was just making sure you hadn't any more. I
I'm
was being
joking.
nice, you prick.
Don't be. Never with me,
I'm gonna
Brian.
make you small.
Oh, that's it. Step on
But
me. That's
yeah,
it.
that's what
Okay.
she said.
Hey. Oh, that's
But
really what I said to her. Anyway,
oh god,
join quickly, Tubbs. Join quickly.
he's getting out of hand already. But Jonathan said the Black Eyed Peas do going on about showing the figure to all the other Native Americans he knew to get their blessing was just fucked up. Do you know what I thought of? Do you ever see that scene in The Simpsons where they like wreck the fucking town and there's the two Native American guys standing on the edge of the town and he's like crying over like one little bit of litter. And he says, I told you not to turn around. And the man turns around and goes, ah,
Litter
that's it.
everywhere.
I bring you this figure, my son. Get
Oh
out
my
of here.
god. Oh
Oh.
my god. Don't know how
Anyway,
they did that.
my show and tell is pretty short. I've only got 3 figures this week and make myself big this time.
Hey.
So many of you might or may not know, I do teams that have to be finished every Friday. And one of the teams was, I think it was one of the first ones actually, was the Thunderbolts. And I got this one to help me
Oh,
towards finishing that.
very
And she's
nice.
pretty cool. Got her in the sale at GameStop. I don't know why I GameStop in my head. The
Mockingbird, right?
sale at Big Bang Comics. And yeah, so I was looking to get her for a while. Good to get her.
Nice.
And the other two, sticking with the females,
Oh,
the feline fury of Tigra.
beautiful.
And she
Very
actually
nice.
looks really, really nice. That face
Mm-hmm.
is class.
I know.
And
She looks
yeah,
like Elastromastics with that tan, though.
she looks like who?
Elastromastics. I'm sorry.
Oh, I want
Moving
to go
on.
clubbing. Come on.
Legend.
And then didn't get sand in their vagina with the Sandman.
Oh my god. Jesus, Brian. Oh my god, you went
Oh,
super coarse there. Hey, see what I did? Coarse
gets
sand.
everywhere and annoying. Yeah,
I know.
and that pertains to one of our news stories for later. Sand getting everywhere.
Oh, what?
But
Where are you going with that?
I go lots of places. But yeah, he's pretty awesome. I don't have any of the Bat figure or any of the other Sandmen, so good to get him pretty cheap as well. So
Nice.
yeah, and I'm going to be totally tearing this card to bits.
Do it. Yes. You
But
you don't keep you're not gonna keep the card, are you?
no,
Why don't you like cut it out nicely? Like if you cut it out nicely, even not even from a display perspective, just sell that shit on. People would probably buy it.
yeah, and then you get like this one particular person. Oh, my cardboard's bent out of shape. Give me back my money. Couldn't be
Yeah, fair
arsed.
play. Fuck it.
Could not be arsed.
It's a culture cost giveaway. Who wants a piece?
Who wants Brian's rubbish?
Hey, it's recycling. That is pure recycling. This is a green, eco-friendly channel.
No.
Okay. No. We like petrol here
Um,
and petrol associated things. Okay.
Jonathan says GameStop don't sell figures over here, which is just odd considering they have an exclusive Black Series range, and GameStop over here are an absolute terrible franchise anyway. I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't. Yeah, I just wouldn't buy from them anyway.
I didn't know that they had an exclusive. To be honest, I'm glad I don't collect Black Series. That is just a whole. I would. Yeah, it would just keep
Yeah,
going down and
Black
down and down.
Series. We'll talk about that in a while, but
Yeah, fuck
yeah.
that. Thank God it's a pass for me.
And Joshy says Game are going crazy with figures, but closing half their stores. Yeah, we had Game over here about 2 or 3 years ago, and it closed down, and you could never get stuff like that, and it was 10 times better than GameStop. I was actually gutted they closed down. Yeah, you guys get figures everywhere. We don't get them anywhere.
Oh, to be fair, I mean, do you really shop for your figures? I don't know if many people would actually even shop that for their figures at game though, right? Would they? Am I talking out
Mm,
of my ass? I don't know.
well, I suppose if they were there, like you would,
Yeah,
like
but
the figures are very limited, brick and mortar wise.
mm,
Everything is online now. Whereas if you got a chance to go check them out in person, like Smiths and stuff,
yeah, true.
I would
Yeah,
definitely
that's a
go
fair
there more
point.
often.
That is a fair
Like
point.
you see GameStop in America, the amount of Storm collectibles and everything over there in GameStop, it's crazy.
Serious?
Yeah, if you
Fucking
watch
hell,
some of
fair
the
play.
figure hunting videos, some from like the wrestlers and stuff, they're always going to GameStop and they're like figure arts, everything in their fucking GameStops. I swear to
Oh,
God, like
fair play. I didn't know that there was. I'm just googling their GameStops. Holy crap, fair play. I didn't
yeah,
even know that they were that varied. And the thing that I'm wondering as well, so maybe this is going to be a bit contentious, but
go
being
for
on
it.
the US based groups as well, I've noticed that a lot of people do like what they call the hunt, where
Mm.
they deliberately do not pre-order anything or buy anything online, even if it's cheaper. They would rather go out and find it in stores. Now I'm wondering
I
if
can see that.
that's yeah, but I mean, to me, it's a matter of preference. I can understand that the hunt for them, oh look, I found it in the wild, I got it. But then I don't know, you kind of risk losing out on it if it becomes a really popular figure, etc., etc. I don't know, just my 2 cents. But anyway, the reason I'm saying that is I'm wondering if that's one of the main reasons why GameStop is in the US at least has still been able to be fairly successful from a brick and mortar perspective.
Mm. Like the thing with GameStop here as well is, excuse me, even their prices on video games are at least a tenner more expensive than everywhere else.
It's ridiculous.
It's
It's
like
like,
like Jonathan said, yeah, GameStop have always been shite, and shite has been actually generous to them. Like
yeah, I agree. Super expensive stuff.
I know someone who used to work in there as well, and he said they're not a nice place to work for either.
I can imagine. I'm not being funny. They so big, and they probably bank on the fact that a lot of their employees, their age range, is probably people, what, 18 or maybe even 17, up till about 26, 27, people who are maybe going through college or uni or
Mm.
whatever, and maybe I don't know. I can't imagine a lot of people look at least from a brick and mortar retail store perspective, look at it going, I want to make a career out of this kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Because
You
I'm
walk
sure
in,
that.
you walk into GameStop here now, and you've someone on your arse straight away. Are you okay for everything? I'm like, man, fuck off. Like,
Do you ever do the Ron Swanson thing where it's like, I know more than you, son? It's like, no, I know more than you. Leave me alone.
oh,
So yeah, no, me
yeah.
neither.
In short, fuck GameStop.
Fair play.
um, Jonathan says popped into GameStop last week, and they had pops, games, and some stickers type shit. Yeah, the ones
Jesus.
here, they literally have like walls of pops and just useless merch as well. Like they have T-shirts and stuff, but even the T-shirts aren't that nice. They could, like Joe, they could have nice stuff and be cheaper, but not. Rip
No,
off.
no, big pass. I mean, having what you said something which I think I don't know why you said the other. So you said they have walls of pops and useless merch. Wouldn't they just be the same thing?
Yes.
If anyone collects pops, sorry. Hashtag not sorry.
They should all be melted down and made into figures. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well recycle them into good figures.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And yeah, Josh, you said they ain't successful. They are in huge debt. Yeah, a few like when the PS5 was coming out around here, a lot of people
Mhm.
were worried to pre-order with GameStop because they thought they were about to fold and
Oh shit.
thus eat their fucking pre-order money.
Yeah. Well, they would. I don't think they would have lost their pre-order money. They would have been able to get it back.
Yeah, you still have to
Um.
pay off your debtors and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Uh,
and just even as a consumer, you'd still be covered, right? You could go to your bank, you can go to however and get your money back. Be a pain in the ass because actually then not the figures, the consoles would have been gone, and well, good luck. Yeah.
he said
Anyway,
they're using figures to prop themselves. GameStop, that is. But yeah, so what else have we on the agenda? Now I know Joshy is going to be coming on fairly shortly,
whoop
but
whoop.
I want to do what did we watch first?
Hmm.
Now where is that dastardly Tubbs?
Come on, Tubbs.
Hold on now a sec.
I'll do the secret mating call. He'll come. Nope, didn't work. Moving on.
So what did you watch this week, Bruno?
Okay, so I watched a fair few things. I'm gonna try and rattle through them fairly quickly. I promise. Mr. Robot.
Rami
I
Malek.
yes, mate. Honestly, he's a cracking actor. He's a phenomenal actor. Finally, actually finished it as well. Not only just what what
I
happened?
did watch the first like four, maybe five episodes of it, and I just couldn't get into it. So no,
So
I actually watched the whole first season. Actually, now that I think of it.
the whole first season was really good. I
Hmm.
reckon that they could have finished it very soon after that if they wanted to. It kind of drags on for me personally anyway in the middle because then they start to uncover a lot of conspiracy stuff, which is all right, but at least they do close the loop in the end. There are still some unanswered questions for people who haven't seen it. Tough shit, I'm going to spoil it. Basically, there's the supposed super machine, etc., that one of the characters is trying to defend to its very to their very death, to their very existence, and you never really find out what the machine does, which I know that isn't the important part of the story, but it's frustrating as fuck because I'd love
Wasn't
to
it
know what
like
it is.
he was they were trying to make out that he was imagining the whole thing or something in the first season?
Uh,
I can't
he
remember.
he was imagining Mr. Robot himself. So Christian Slater was actually his so the person that he was seeing, so Christian Slater in real life in the show was his dad.
Mm.
Um, but obviously he wasn't imagining his dad. He was imagining, this personality, this persona, which he visualized as his dad basically, but it wasn't his dad. Anyway, there is a nice little twist ending to it. There are a lot of interesting characters. Good show. I wouldn't watch it again. I liked it, but I just wouldn't watch it again. That was just me.
There's a lot of things like that though, that you watch it once and that's it. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And I say this because it kind of felt like you ever had that feeling when you're playing a video game and it's a good video game, but there are some bits that are either repetitive and you kind of like, okay, I just want to get to the end of this now, so that I can get a conclusion. I felt a bit like that towards the end.
Ghosts of Tsushima.
Yeah, yeah. So I did enjoy the ending. It was good. There was a bit in the ending where I was genuinely thinking of stopping because I was like, if this is some like
Mm,
parallel universe shit, I'm gonna give up because like what the actual fuck.
mm.
But it did give us some reasonable explanation, a bit of a Vanilla Sky twist in the middle, if that will give too much away too bad. But anyway, watch that, and I watched Dune, which I would love to talk about.
We will talk about that more in a while, but
Perfect.
there is somebody in the waiting room.
Oh,
So what I'm going to do next is, and I know Tubbs isn't really into, well, he is into the figures and stuff, but he's not huge on it. So what we will do is we will start talking about Pulsecon next.
yes, yes. El Pulso Cono.
Yes, hold on. So, and Jonathan just said about GameStop as well. Did Reddit acting the bollocks in the stock market and not save GameStop as it boosted up their share value?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that happening.
but that was beautiful. That I call beautiful karma. If anybody doesn't know, basically, um, first watch the movie The Big Short, where basically they trying to uh, bet or hedge against subprime mortgages, and that's
Mm,
why obviously the crash happened in 2008. This was kind of similar. People were betting on the fall of GameStop. So what they literally did to fuck over those investors is they bought more stock and they kept on buying it, which increased the price.
they were
That
fucking sponging the market, basically.
yeah, and
Finger in the marketplace.
100%. So here's the thing, which I find which is very funny. So a lot of people were buying this via an app called Robinhood.
Mm,
Robinhood suddenly stopped allowing people to purchase more GameStop stock. So Robinhood, which is supposedly a third party, which is just controlling this, not even controlling the stock, it's just a facilitator. Like you buy, you sell. I don't care about how
yeah,
much. Actually, put a stop to it. Which it, by the way, going back to the Mr. Robot piece, just goes to show like how fucking corrupt this world is. And honestly, it's like going to a casino and counting cards. It's I think it's fair to count
only
cards.
happens in the movies.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can do it. It's fucking hard,
Yeah, I know.
um, but the thing is, the casino will always win, and it drives me fucking mental. Anyway,
Okay, so let me
rant.
add to the chat another friend of ours. Joshy, how we getting on,
Oh yeah,
buddy?
not too bad. Apart from having to deal with Pulsecon,
Yes, I love it.
Have
it was a
having
state.
having to deal with PulseCon.
Well,
Yes.
it's something they've hyped up for the last however many months. They've turned around in Rangers and they were talking about like we're going to announce this many figures. They had so many figures that have just been dropped or pre-ordered. They could have shown off, but no. Let's have some people do some raps and music videos
Oh,
and
so bad.
What
fluff,
the
just
fuck?
pure fluff. Or
Yeah.
let's talk to people who did a cartoon 30 years ago and we'll talk to them for 2 hours about two figures we're going to do, and then we'll just not even show them off properly.
Yeah.
Like, here's
Agree.
two things. Well, we don't even have a prototype of one. To
Yeah.
No,
be fair, I wouldn't have minded listening to them or Donny Cates on their own segment, but as part of a
yeah.
fucking thing where people are revealing figures, come on, like.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just appalling. It was, as I said, several Fan Fridays shoved together with a load of fluff. And
Yeah.
think about the money they spent on this event as well. They have celebrities there that were fumbling through sets. It was just a nightmare. It was
Yeah.
just a nightmare.
What I found really funny is during the Marvel Legends segment, the amount of people spamming Z's in the comments was just like Z Z Z full asleep, like show figures. And honestly, I was one of them. I was like Z Z Z Z Z,
Mm.
bitch, show us some figures already. Like stop talking.
I just ended
Yeah.
up gaming at the same time. Just was like, oh, I'll catch
I
up
don't
on
blame you.
things.
I
I was like,
really
oh,
don't
look, a
blame you.
figure. In honesty, the best panel, and I know not many people are fans of it, Fortnite. Fortnite actually was the best
Didn't see
panel.
it. Actually, didn't see
I,
it.
I saw
They
a few of the
revealed
figures.
figures. They showed off the ones that they've already done, which are the best figures that Hasbro's doing at the moment. And then they are, trust me, the best figures that Hasbro are doing at the moment are Fortnite, without a doubt. I think I sent a picture of somebody, the Midas figure, and they were like, "Oh, is that a Figma?" No, it's a Hasbro figure. It's that good articulation. Um, they showed off the old range, and they said, "Let's have a little look at what we've got." They dropped some stuff in when they were showing off the gliders, and they were like had new figures that they haven't announced on there as well. They had a couple in the background, and then they were like, "Here's the new wave. Here's what we're doing with the line. That's it." And it was good. GI Joe, what they revealed like 5 figures, and that panel went on for like an hour or something.
True, but I was quite happy. Sorry, Brian, I just shared
No,
the
you're good,
Midas as
dude.
well, just for point of reference. Can you?
Yeah. Sorry.
There you go. That's all right. So this is the
Well,
Midas
I've got
figure.
it with me. I've got it here.
Oh, is it out already?
Yeah, it's been on my desk for the whole week.
Oh, fuck it. Show us. Let's see.
It's
Hold on, I'll
phenomenal.
make it
So
big.
it's got 2 gun straps. Both guns are removable because at the point I turned around and said, "Oh, hang on a minute, it's got no guns on him." But
Yeah,
he's got 2
nice.
hip holsters, which the hands are then actually the right rotate. God, I've got to work out where I'm doing this now. Hands are actually the right rotation for everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Double jointed elbows,
nice.
butterfly joints in the thing. The shoulder pads are like inserted into the joint, so they swivel around as well.
Yeah,
You've got a double jointed waist, so the movement is just nuts on him, bit like
that's pretty
Snake
good.
Eyes. The skirt is a rotating piece, so it kind of moves around,
Moves with him. Yeah.
Nice.
and then but it hasn't got the drop down hips. It's got like thigh swivels, the ankle swivels, double joint, completely pinless. The face is phenomenal. If I can get it to focus, probably not.
You probably have to put your hand behind
Yeah,
it, mate. That's all right.
probably yeah. The face is just a phenomenal thing.
You
I
can
don't
still
know.
see it though. Yeah,
You can
it's
still see
pretty
the
Yeah.
cool.
detail. I like the
I've got
masthead.
I've got
Masthead
the
looks really nice.
even the eyes on the masthead are phenomenal. I've
Yeah,
got the
looking at it.
the old line of Fortnite figures, and they don't even compare to it. Like the
The
articulation's
Jazzware
just so
ones.
Yeah, the articulation's just so clunky. I'm like, I'm gonna have to redo the whole line in Hasbro.
Fair
I
play.
Like
actually, I actually don't mind those Jazzwares ones. I know the hands are really fucking weird, but
after having Midas, they just feel so clunky. They feel like 90s figures in
I know
comparison.
exactly what to do. I just won't buy any of the Hasbro ones.
You say that though, the stuff they're coming out with, they're hit and miss on the new figures because they've
Yeah.
released 2 that they've released a disco guy for some reason, and I'm like, I don't know who the hell that's going to appeal to. It's a dead skin in the game, and the thing with Jazzware was they were clever. They were like, okay, 90% of our target market isn't Fortnite players. It's people that are buying these because these are cool figures. And they got it on Wave 1, and they did some weird characters on Wave 1, but Wave 2 seems a bit hit and miss. Like they're starting to actually like, oh, here's a cool looking military guy. It's like,
Yeah,
I don't know if
the
that'll sell to the wider market.
I'm sharing again, Brian, but the
Well, sorry.
no, that's right. Lynx is really cool. Lynx
Yeah, I've
looks
seen
really,
them
really
messing
good.
about with that Lynx. It looks really nice.
You know what she reminds me of? If there was a
Shuri.
DC universe ultimate, sorry, if there was a DC Ultimate Universe like Marvel did, I reckon that's what Catwoman would look like.
She's good. The whole
Yeah,
line's brilliant.
it looks good. The cat benching as well, like his face with the skull.
It's Shadow Meowsers,
Mm.
is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shadow Meowsles.
fucking brutal. Ripley, fucking
Ripley's
hilarious.
phenomenal as well. The head inside is actually posable.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
you have to take the thing off, and it
Oh,
actually
you have
like
it there,
you can
hold on.
close
Oh,
it
you have
around.
it.
Yeah, you can pose
Okay.
the little head around when you take the jar off, which
Oh
is
my God.
clever.
Yeah.
Apparently, Hasbro are investing in the line very heavily, is what I've heard from behind the scenes.
I think
There's a lot of money going into it.
fair play to them, but I mean, I was definitely happy with other reveals. I mean, Brian, I don't want to
Oh
cut
yeah, the
you
reveals were
off,
good.
so go. Let's follow the flow. However you're going, my man. Keep going.
Okay. No, don't put the pressure on me.
Too late.
I actually, I just while you were messing about there, I pre-ordered Venom once I could, but yeah,
Oh, the okay. I know which one
I
you're on
know
about.
there's gonna be comments about that as well, like, but yeah,
I mean, oh, the bats are up, as is Outback. Time to pre-order as well. I mean,
yep.
well, I'm part of this. Don't worry.
Hey, look, if you want to pre-order, don't let me stop you.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it
Do
right
it.
now.
It's a real shame how much is going through Hasbro Pulse though. They seem to be cutting off a lot of the smaller suppliers, especially for like us. Our entire lifeblood has been the smaller suppliers, and 90% of it's all Hasbro Pulse this event.
So I'm just going to go through this on Instagram. It's the easiest way. So, the Power Rangers helmet.
Oh,
Thoughts?
Zed?
Yeah.
If it's got the chrome, it looks good.
It like when they showed it in the live chat, I just thought straight away, oh my god, it's so plastic looking up close.
But if it
And
looks as good as the pictures, it'll be all right. It'll sell. It'll sell.
and
Anything
this
MMPR will
this part
sell.
here is soft as well, which is really strange.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Well, they've also brought him back as well, so he's going to sell for old fans and new fans as well. So he's going to do quite well.
No,
The line's in quite good state.
you can talk about these ones. I don't know as much about them.
Well, that's the current series at the moment, which they've just brought Lord Zed back into. They've resurrected him somehow, so that'll be why they're bringing him back. But that seems quite a lackluster figure, in honesty.
Mm.
Like there doesn't seem to be that much for him. I don't know what you could include, but he's going to
Yeah,
be the first of that new wave.
That's the thing. Like, there isn't a whole lot of accessories you can do for a lot of these. Like,
Well, he's got two. He should have two heads because he's an alien. He's got antenna, so he should have that.
and she's holding a Nerf gun. It looks like.
That's her morpher. Painted up really poorly, as Hasbro always does. But
The pinless.
that probably won't match the other ones that have come out already, which is quite funny.
And double jointed elbows.
Oh, you're joking?
Yeah,
There you go. Welcome to the new world.
Yeah, they still released Jubilee with single jointed elbows. So
Bugger, half the Rangers have got normal elbows. That's shite. I'm annoyed
what
now.
they're going to do is they're going to release the new range with double jointed elbows.
Yeah.
And then Hasbro just keep us on like a bunch of junkies we are. Thanks, Hasbro.
Yeah, this one's a bit controversial because the series this comes from, the Red Ranger served time for stabbing his roommate.
Oof.
So
in
there's
real
a couple
life?
of in real life he went to prison and everything for stabbing his
Blue
roommate.
Ranger
with
went
a
Red
katana.
Ranger.
Yeah. Well, it was the Red Ranger.
Is it this guy?
No, it's not that guy. It's a different guy.
The Shank Ranger. Fucking
It left a lot of people thinking, are they going to do this season?
Holy shit!
Oh, you wait. I think there's one.
And
that
they
does
have
porn now.
they have him with the knife as well.
And
That's
the bloodstain.
and the blood stain.
Oh, done.
Boom. Stabbed. Oh my god.
You say that, and that's a re-release.
There's the thing made out of a clock.
Does that look like Does that look like it should have come out of Doctor Who as like a reject, and it's like, or whatever the Doctor Who song is, and it's like, there you go, I'm here to spear. If nobody calls him Britney Spears, I'm going to be so disappointed. Anyway, continue.
He's not a bad one. He's a reissue. They just released him as a 50-quid 2-pack on Pulse. So the fact they're now reissuing him. So shockingly, this doesn't come with an effect piece, which the Lightning Collection is all about the fact they come with effect pieces. But he's coming with something for a completely different Power Ranger for some reason, because they skipped that guy's weapons.
Oh, I see a lot of people going crazy in the chat over that.
Yeah, a lot of people have gone crazy over that. But it's an army builder, so people are going to have plenty of them. So
they're just inbox pics then.
Which the artist for it's really good. I follow him on Twitter. He releases all the full
pretty
artworks.
awesome.
Yeah, he does quite a lot of good art for it. It's nice that they're picking art styles and sticking with it and showcasing artists as well.
I had to laugh when I saw this thing.
He's on my need to get list, to be fair.
It looks class though. The engineering is brilliant on him.
Oh, their engineering is going up and shoot some folds at the moment.
So cool.
This is a problem. Marvel and stuff is getting left in the dirt compared to all the other lines at the moment.
I have a theory about that though, Joshy.
Go on.
I genuinely think that the Marvel Legends team have fucking coasted.
Mm-hmm.
and I mean this in all seriousness, because if you look at you have the Black Series line, you had the
all
Marvel Legends line just carrying this like continuously.
Yeah.
And I reckon as they brought on new licensed Power Rangers, Fortnite, G.I. Joes, I think a lot of the pressure has been put off them, and they've coasted it. That is
Oh,
my genuine
definitely.
opinion.
Mm.
Their waves
Um,
have not been as strong for a long time.
No, definitely, and like honestly, anyway, a rant, but we'll smash the other review after. Go on.
But that's
Um,
fair.
Sorry.
This is an annoying one because this is a 2-pack that still hasn't technically been released yet, and they're
Just new.
re-releasing one of the figures from it already.
Cancelled.
So
Yeah. If I didn't want the other figure from it, it would have been already. But I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, it's annoying.
so what actually is this like skateboard thing?
That's
Skateboard.
his glider that he has because
okay.
in space they travel through space on those things. So
Oh, like Silver Surfer then.
a bit like that, yeah. And to be fair, a lot of third-party people have been making a lot of money trying to sell them off, and it's
Such
good that
anger.
Hasbro are going to do it. So I know that one of our people in one of my groups has just literally posted his 3D render of it, and then Hasbro announced the next day they're doing this. Not
Ah.
great, but
I mean, he could always still do it and be like, "Oh, look, it's a damaged version. This is
Battle
Yeah.
damage.
metal damage, exactly."
the problem for me is you're never going to match Hasbro on plastic quality.
No.
So, and just the color of the plastic, paint never
No.
matches.
No, very true. Very, very
Um,
true.
Jonathan said Hasbro's so weird with Fortnite, same price as Marvel Legends and Black Series, yet always a new sculpt.
But the thing is, though, Marvel Legends, you also get part of a bath. So
Yeah, that's true.
that's
That
something
is-
to take into account. What is
And
it?
I do think the baths have gone up, definitely.
Oh my
With
Oh,
god.
height, anyway.
definitely. What is it?
Armadildo and Ursa Major were fantastic.
Madildo.
Well, for a while, most of the baths were the same build, weren't they? Just reusing
Most
the
of them
same
were
build.
tiny at one point.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah. Hit Monkey
Oh,
was
the-
nothing.
Yeah.
I hate the tiny builds. The tiny builds anger me. It's like, why would you put a figure that is this size when actually there's so many like big figures in this line that you could have done?
Mm.
You
Mm.
fuckers.
Well, they did the biggest one for the Eternals wave. The biggest figure in that's the bath. Not that you can call a normal guy the biggest figure, but you know.
Oh, what's his name? Crow? No, or whatever.
Gil-
I
Gil-
don't know any of their names. I've got them, but I don't know their names.
Gilgamesh. I think it is.
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
That's it,
Is
yeah.
he big?
He's the biggest in the wave, and especially when you've got Sprite, who's just nothing.
Oh yeah.
So,
Anyway,
but they're all new sculpts. They're all pinless as well. So I think that's the way Hasbro's going to be going. But
good.
I honestly thought that like when Rangers came out, which is a Hasbro brand, GI Joe, all these new brands, I thought a lot of the engineering would filter down into Marvel Legends, and they've been so slow to take it up. So slow.
We have
like-
seen some more Marvel, like what was the Venom wave? Was it Siren?
Think so.
The double jointed elbows.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have her. What's her name?
Oh my God.
Screech? No, not Screech.
Yes. No.
Shriek. Jesus.
Shriek.
Shriek.
Jesus,
Yeah. Well, they've done
Bloody
double
hell.
jointed elbows on women for years, but it has to be the bigger ones. So
Well-
Hela had double jointed because she was a bigger figure.
Proxima Midnight as well.
Yeah, Proxima had. Well, actually, I don't know if Hela did, but
This is
Proxima
the first one in
definitely did.
ages that it's had double jointed that I've had anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's
The
a
Riri
smaller
Williams.
figure, so it's shocking on that one.
So yeah, they're starting to do them going forward. That and
The whole
that and
Eternals are
Shriek.
single jointed.
Oh,
Mm.
for fuck's sake.
I don't mind if they do the Black Series deeper elbows on them because they've started
Mm.
developing deeper elbows. And to be honest with you, on the girls it looks better. The double jointed elbows never look great. They just offer better articulation.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just seems that we're debating about a double jointed elbow, whereas GI Joe's got drop down hips. Fortnite has got double jointed torsos. Butterfly joints are standard, even though half of them can't use them. Double jointed necks. For God's sake, Midas has got like a double jointed neck with a dumbbell at the top.
Jesus.
And Marvel Legends has still got the pin and swivel neck joints, and half of them can't
Yeah.
even tilt. You know,
That's
coasting is 100% the right word. 100% the
Mm.
right words.
Jonathan said, I was so tempted about Venom, but 45 quid. And James said the same. 45 is a bit much. I might get the Captain America. It's €37. That's for
Still a bit
the,
much.
the 20th anniversary one. Yeah, it's very
Well,
very
think
high.
about Toad. Think about Toad.
Nah,
37 quid, and he's going to be tiny.
yeah, yeah, high.
Wait, is Toad actually coming out? Confirmed.
Yeah,
No,
they've-
but they'll,
they
they'll
confir-
definitely do him like.
No, they confirmed it. They confirmed
Oh,
they're
did
doing
they?
the whole wave. Yeah. They said
Um,
it says on the back of I think one of the boxes, Toad and the rest of that wave is coming out.
oh,
The only
nice.
the only downside is and Joshy, when you say they're doing it, is it on because of the X-Men TV show?
No, it's going to be part of that wave. It's going to be part of that retro Toy Biz.
Yeah,
Fest
they're
wave.
doing the original
Oh,
four
okay,
again.
They're
okay,
doing the whole wave. On the back of the boxes it says somewhere, but they did
okay,
confirm Toad in the announcement today. But
okay.
which would be hilarious if it comes out and this is a brick like the original.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You know what? If they did Toad with a slight body like Nightcrawler, I thought Nightcrawler was really good. I think
Nightcrawler I really enjoyed.
Nightcrawler. You know what? Even the Toy Biz Nightcrawler was still a decent figure. But
That's
the Toy Biz.
debatable.
Oh no, mate! Honestly, like it
Good
was
figure,
still
looked like a witch.
what? Joshi, no, don't do that to me.
His chin come out as far as his nose.
Okay, Joshi's
Oh.
gonna put me off the figure now. For fuck's sake.
Don't
Well done,
side
Josh.
profile him. He looks good in first person, but don't side profile him. He looks like a witch. You could paint him green and he'd be perfect for a Halloween display.
I hate you, Joshi. Okay. just
Jonathan said,
fuck.
Jonathan said Venom is out October, so end of October 28th, I think he's shipping out.
Hmm.
So no real time to sit on him. And he said as well about the Star Wars stuff. I mean that from a Black Series perspective, it just seems we're getting nothing but repaints or repacks with a head swap. Or
What
if,
the hell?
or if you look at that new Cobb Vent, nothing and a new deluxe price point.
Yeah,
They taking the absolute
They're
piss.
taking the mick.
But this is the thing. The new price points. I thought we all knew that was going to be the case.
oh yeah, new price point. I'm fine with the price point because what I think at one point when I was buying Guardians of the Galaxy Wave 2, I think I went into in-demand toys and they were 28 quid because everything was import. So
Yeah.
they then went down to £18 or whatever. So going up by a couple of quid, I don't mind that. For exclusive figures, it's a limited run, 25. I'm okay with that. Rangers has been the real one that's shown off what might be happening because
Oh,
they're now
yeah.
putting figures out for 30 quid. And it's like, hang on a minute, you're talking about not even as good as Fortnite,
It's a
out for
50%
30 quid.
increase.
Yeah, it's a
50% increase.
50%. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's too much. Like,
So,
And I appreciate businesses have to survive, by the way, just to be clear. But
oh, agreed.
if you look at it from a personal perspective, who here has gotten a 50% raise? Just out of curiosity. Like in whatever yeah, like right. And fine, even if somebody says, hey, I'm not gonna give you a raise for like 3, 4, 5 years, because to Hasbro's defense, they haven't raised their prices in
In
a
a long
while.
time, yeah.
But to suddenly go from that to 50%, no, you guys are absolutely taking the piss.
yeah.
Oh no, they are.
And no, not a chance. But the other thing that I think is really annoying, and this is why I have such an issue with those increases. If you look at their profits, they keep increasing. It's not as if their profits are staying steady and they're increasing, with inflation kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
they are
record
not.
profits
Yeah.
for them.
Through the roof.
Yes, exactly. So
Mm.
fuck you guys. I have no.
I think it's a case of them. Let's make hay while the sun shines and fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, they're the biggest game in the market at the moment, aren't they? Let's be fair.
Yeah.
That
That's how they
nobody's
can afford
competing
all
with
these
them.
licenses. Like,
No.
Well,
I
they
don't
seem
think
to be wasting some of them. Look at what they've done with Ghostbusters. Let's not
Yeah.
announce a single thing, but have a panel.
well, they did announce that. Okay, well, they didn't officially announce it, but they're doing that HasLab. The thing for the
HasLab needs to stop.
Photon
I'm
pack.
sorry. HasLab's gone nuts. It needs to stop right this minute.
I'm actually okay with HasLab in certain figures.
The last
Sentinel,
announcement,
Galactus, the
Transformers, was a deluxe figure at a price point for HasLab. It was ridiculous.
I
The
agree.
Star Saber.
Star Saber.
Mm.
I would have brought that.
Agree.
Amazing looking figure, but it's a leader class at best for 200 quid almost.
Yep. But then
What
you
are
have the
talking
rank.
about?
Rancor is worth the price. I'm sorry.
I'm debating on the Rancor. I'm not going to get it because I don't collect Black Series that heavily, but
Same.
I just don't know if it's the same price point as a Sentinel. I've got the Sentinel
No,
sat on the shelf.
definitely
It's
not.
amazing. But that's where the HasLab should be going, on figures like that and Galactus.
I agree.
But
On
and the
those, yeah.
Rancor, debatable, but I would argue probably, yeah, it could get away with that. But
The
Star
only reason
Saber,
I would-
no. A Proton Pack, no.
So the only
A
reason I'd
jet.
argue Yeah. Oh fuck me! Don't get me
Yeah.
started on the jet yet.
Let's
Josh.
talk. Let's
I,
talk about that Hasbro jet this morning.
That was a
I,
figure that they've released 10 years ago, pretty much.
I
They've
bought
released
that
as
for
a
like
Starscream.
30 quid in a sale
it's
about
Joshy.
10 years ago.
It is worse than that. So the Sky Striker was one of the first GI Joe vehicles,
Mm.
right? And forgetting about the fact, Ryan, that you paid 20, 30 quid for it, if you can still get it today on eBay, a vintage one for half price, 60, 70, 80 quid. If you're really looking at a fully complete, like in mint condition, you may be looking at 110, 120,
Mm.
right? I'm not going to talk about boxed because, I mean, boxed, yeah, you're
It's another market.
Yeah, you're looking at 300, 500 for those, for sure.
Yeah, for a
right?
piece of cardboard, but yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
And the thing that Brian has heard this rant in too much detail already. I'm sorry, but if you look at all of the figures that they've released for retro collection, they're in the 27 to 30 pound range.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is the Sky Striker that much more expensive? Even if you wanted to quadruple the price of some of those figures that they've released, yes, yes, you should put a little you should put a little exclamation mark next to it. Even if
Just
you
gonna
if you
add Tubbs
right.
to the stream there, boys.
Yes,
Hey.
there he is. Tits
Welcome,
out for
Tubbs.
Harambe.
I'm fashionably Bruno late tonight.
Hey, Big Pooh, Big Pooh. Yeah, you Big
Definitely
Pooh.
Do it.
Big Pooh.
You doing a Big Poo?
No. I was waiting for my daughter to come back. The
Oh,
kids
then
were
you're not.
late going to
then you're
sleep,
not-
so
Then you're not Bruno late.
yeah, no major
Tubbs.
shits tonight.
Oh,
Tubbs just this is Joshy. This is
How you doing, bud?
Tubbs.
You're right.
So we're just
Ranting about
chatting,
Hasbro.
we're chatting about the Hasbro stuff today. So
yeah.
So
Bruno,
what have you
as you can see by the label, we're in a Bruno rant at the moment.
We're up to G.I. Joe pretty much at the moment. Or,
Yeah.
well, HasLab as a general.
HasLab, definitely HasLab. But
Yeah.
here's the thing: even if you quadruple the price of the retro vehicles that they released, which are 20 and 27 pounds, you would be looking at 80 pounds to 110 pounds per vehicle.
Yeah.
There is no way that the Sky Striker has 4 times more plastic than those other figures anyway. But even if you allowed it, they are putting that fucker up at 190 quid.
Scandalous. That's like 230 euros thereabouts. Like
Unicron I can get. Unicron I could get why that was a HasLab. Sentinel, Galactus, I can get that. But the Proton Pack, that could go a major retail and sell fine. They don't need to go over the top on that.
For this,
That thing doesn't need to go into HasLab.
no, definitely not.
This should have been an 80 pound to a 90 pound figure. I'm sorry. And if
Why
you wanted
does
to add,
every line need to have a HasLab now?
so not only that,
Money,
I think
money.
it's the fact that this is the HasLab that they chose. They could have gone for somebody I spoke to earlier mentioned the whale. Yeah, decent. That's a big chunky figure. I was actually kind of expecting that they were going to do a flag. If they did the flag, I would be fucking like my wife would kill me because there'd be no space. But I would definitely.
I agree, Jonathan.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I completely agree. The TIE Fighter and
This is
Snowspeeder,
so fucking
much
new.
bigger
This
set.
whole setup, like.
Yep, we're all professional now, Tubbs.
There you go. There you go. This is what the flag like. To me, the flag would have been a perfect HasLab.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
if you're gonna do something, go for the big
fucking
piece.
thing, though.
Yeah, I'm like this. This is too big for the room where I keep my toys in. Like, my wife would divorce me, and you know
Well,
what?
they could scale it down to the
I
barge.
get it. Yeah, they could have.
Jonathan, yeah. Jonathan says HasLab a fuck ton of money sitting Hasbro's bank account earning interest.
Yeah.
Very true.
They should release a Titanic. Like in Transformer, like a Transformer
God.
Titanic. It
Oh,
turns
don't
into a
give them
broken
that
marriage.
idea.
They're doing crossovers for everything. For some reason, they were bigging up the X-Men crossover, and they were going on about we gave it 3 powers, and it's like, great, you just stuck some translucent plastic.
You crack open the Titanic, right? You start transforming it, and inside the center of it is like Jack and Rose just like popping each other in the back seat.
Tubbs is here, everyone.
I'd get behind that.
I was going to say, like, underneath it, you could have like a little frozen Leonardo DiCaprio line on the door or something. But yeah, you went there.
Or get them painted.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking
What
hell,
kind of
Tom.
paint are you talking about, though?
That
Hey.
naked one.
How much bigger would the flag be compared to, say, the sail barge?
It would be Jonathan. It'd be huge. Like
It'd
It'd be
sail.
bigger than a barge, yeah.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
the barge
fit
was big.
here.
Yeah,
They'd have to scale it down. They couldn't do it that big. Like,
they couldn't do it to the original. But here's the thing. That would have been a perfect HasLab.
yeah, no, that would be. That's the big things. It's meant to be for the big things.
Tubbs is seeing things. But what was the, like?
Fly
what was
past my
the-
fucking head.
It was the speeder that they did for the vintage line, right? Which was quite big. Do you remember that? Or was it the
No.
6?
Me?
Or did they do it in the Black Series? I can't remember. They did a vehicle, a Black Series vehicle as
Oh,
well.
the Snow Speeder and TIE Fighter they've both done.
They did do the TIE Fighter for Black Series. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was £100 and that sat in stores and went to discount because it was too big for anybody.
So here's the thing. That's where I actually understand where they come in from a HasLab perspective. They do things to order.
Pulse is the better thing to do it through, not HasLab.
Yeah, true.
This could be as
But-
limited as some of the special edition figures they do.
Yeah.
And could then be available for people like now who are moaning about they didn't get a hold of a Sentinel because they didn't have £350 to drop in a month. Where
Yeah.
I had to borrow the money for mine. If we were told a couple of months in advance, it's been fine. But most people don't have disposable income to drop £350 in 1 month on
Fair.
things nowadays. So
Myself-
loads of people
myself
missed
and-
out.
Myself and Bruno caught some heat there one night on the Marvel Legends community page for saying something similar.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I had to beg, borrow, and steal for mine. I
Yeah,
borrowed
but-
off my grandparents for it, technically, and I got a message every month saying, "Are you sure it's not a scam?
Shay, let's
Has it arrived yet? Are you sure it's not a scam?" So as soon as it's arrived, it's pictures.
there you go. It wasn't a scam, man. I got it.
Yeah, bless her heart.
And it was bad people you stole from, right?
Well,
not,
no,
I don't
she
care,
lent
I'm
me the
just
whole
saying.
amount, luckily, thank God. But it was, but no, random month. I think it was in the pipe works. At least with the Ghostbusters, they revealed it in advance. The Rancor, they revealed it in advance. But it is still, if you collect Hasbro lines, one after another, one after another, one after another. So we'll get the Fortnite one soon.
Yeah.
It's due. It's due one, isn't it?
What would they do for Fortnite though? A bunch of
The battle
dioramas so you
buffs.
can build your
Oh,
own.
they'd easily
my
make
God.
a million
They'll
things.
do some of the
yeah.
stuff they do for the 3/4 inch scale.
Buy the whole island. Oh, fucking hell.
Nice.
Jonathan says, Bruno, if that Black Series TIE Fighter was based on Vader's or an OT TIE Fighter, it would not have hung around the shelves. Sequel shit don't sell. Simples.
Oh, definitely.
He's right. This was from a sequels. It was from the First Order's TIE Fighter.
We had all that red shit on it as well, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Because fuck me,
Random
if this
guns.
if this was from the original Star Wars 4, 5, and 6, that shit would have gone. Like it
Yeah.
would not have held on.
Mhm.
So
I think that also plays into the fact it was through Toys R Us, I think, as well. Most of them were sold. And Toys R Us was not very good at distribution. So
no, they weren't fast.
So let's have a look at some more of the reveals for a second. So let's look at some of the actual Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars
we're
was
all-
probably
all
quite a
that
good
we're
panel,
all
to be
bitching
fair.
about. Tubbs, you mightn't have seen this. There's the new Boba Fett.
And they've announced that he's not
He
going to
looks
be the
quite
only
cool.
Boba Fett.
Yeah,
They were like,
Okay,
more
I
Boba
like
Fett
this
coming
one, though.
soon. Yeah,
it's pretty
Yes.
cool.
That's how you see him when he first comes back, right?
that should have
And
been
it
a
was-
deluxe pack, to be fair.
A
That
load
should have
of,
been one of those deluxe builder packs.
and then something loads of people have been looking for a Bill Burr figure.
Oh my god,
The
just that
where-
face, just the
He
face.
just does not look arsed.
But that's Bill Burr to a T.
Yeah,
That's fucking spot on, so kid.
Yeah.
That's really
Fair
cool
play.
as well.
Yeah.
And they said they'll be releasing the Mandalorian guy to go with him as well
Yeah, they're
down the
getting.
line.
But
So,
both of them are just repaints with new head sculpts at
Yeah,
least.
well,
So. On
I suppose
new head
you
tooling.
can't really do much more with them anyway. So
No, that's true.
Which line did they? Brian, it was you who commented they did a figure and then straight away they did a repaint. Oh, I know which one it was.
There's your Scream 2 custom right there, no kids.
That is actually a good figure to be fair. And that head sculpt
Yeah.
looks spot on.
Mm.
so
Timothy
this
Oliphant.
one caused a lot of shit because
deluxe.
it's a deluxe.
Yeah,
whereas,
why?
I don't get why either myself.
Anything Boba Fett will be deluxe. Mark
Yeah.
my words.
But
Yeah,
they
but
said
there's
it was because of the deco and stuff here. That's why it was. It's a lot of bollocks. Like.
Fuck off.
Where they
No.
save money on certain other figures that go across to other figures, and we know that they've done that for years. You look at Marvel Legends, look at all the reuse they go, and then you get a new sculpt in the line.
Yeah, I'm not being funny. This is like loads of this shit has been reused. I'm sorry.
It's
It
class.
has
Though.
to.
I'm sorry, like it's fucking a class figure.
I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying it isn't, but there is definitely a fuck ton of reuse here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's the
100%.
Boba Fett though. It's anything with Boba Fett, and it's gonna be
Sad.
deluxe. It's just gonna be deluxe. It's the same as the last Boba Fett figure. It was a deluxe. They're just gonna keep on doing it again and again and again and again.
Speaking of, have you seen how much that pig goes for? The Power Ranger pig goes for
60
50 quid for some reason. 50, 60
fucking
quid.
joke.
30 quid figure with a
I
lunchbox.
really like this. The car drag strip. Low key one of my favorites. I even have the
Pin on wheels though. Pin on
crappy fucking-
wheels.
the crappy Combiner Wars one here. If you can see it.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
so we're now looking that they're going back to pin on wheels again, which doesn't look good for the line.
Do I?
We just
Yeah.
slowly got back to them actually putting the wheels on the figures properly so they roll, and now we're looking at little clip-ons. And this RC and Bulkhead are disgusting. I'm
He's
sorry.
so stupid looking.
It's so disgusting. Laser Prime's amazing. Repaint potential there.
It's the lunchbox, isn't it? That they're saying is why it's so dear.
No, it's because they want to charge more.
Well, obviously.
All Venom's in the same price category, and that don't have a fucking lunchbox.
No.
Yeah.
This was fucking hilarious, by the way. The NFT. Did you see this?
Yeah, £200 NFT and a Megazord, and people didn't even know if they were going to get the Megazords.
Oh, that was
Fucking
this
hell.
thing, was it?
Yeah, it's a black version of the new Megazord they're going to release, and you get an NFT, which I don't know how they can mass sell NFTs. Aren't they meant to be like a one-off thing?
No, so essentially the way you can think about it, they would be like a limited edition. They would be numbered. So you'd say, right, NFT 1, this is one Zord, NFT 2, this is another Zord, etc. So you can have multiple copies of the same thing, but that is your copy. That is your ownership.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's
ridiculous.
stupid. And the amount of
Um,
money that's going to, and the amount of damage to the environment that's going to cause as well.
The
NFTs are extremely bad.
And NFTs should be fine. It's mainly if they have what's called a proof of work versus a proof of stake. If it's proof of stake, it's fine. Proof of work, that's when you have the mining shit. That
Yeah.
becomes a problem.
But the fact that Hasbro's jumping on board with that when they're trying to be
Yep.
ecological with their packaging is just disgusting.
Oh, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke. Yeah.
So this is the HasLab Ranker, 350 quid.
Anybody
I'm not-
else notice when the guy turned up and said that his hands were the same size as the Rancors? That guy had tiny fucking hands.
Was it Donald Trump?
He had Donald Trump hands. He was like, I held my hands up and I was looking at them and I was like, you have like child hands.
He's like, I'm gonna put it in this hand, see how big it looks. Anyway,
That's that guy that models off in hand shots.
he's like, yeah. So here's the thing where I know what you're saying, Josh, about the HasLab stuff, and I agree. I think some figures do justify it. The reason I think that the Rancor, I'm not going to get it, but the reason I think the Rancor does justify it, each knuckle of each finger has articulation. They've put a lot of love and a lot of efforts.
It doesn't have
into it.
knees.
It doesn't have knees. Are you sure? Fuck me, it doesn't have knees.
Are you
Jesus.
joking? It looks like it's got knees.
Yeah.
Let's say they go left and right, but not up and
No,
down.
it's the same as the female joints on the on Marvel Legends, isn't it? That's what they do with Black Series now.
So what
It's
females
got to
in the
be.
Marvel universe don't have knees?
No,
What?
the arm joints on the females are the sort of ball and socket where it looks. If you look on the back, it
Really?
doesn't look like it's got a joint.
Yeah, it does have joints though.
It
I'm
looks
looking
because it's
at
got
it.
ankle articulation. It's got to.
Because you would assume the female figures would be bendier than the guys, like.
Oh no, they're not. The female figures seem to have less articulation than the blokes for some
Because
reason.
they're skinnier.
Straight into the filth.
Connor says, welcome Connor to the chat. He says, right, pre-ordered Storm Shadow, rolling the dice on the other Joes. I like that cap too, so that's in the maybe box. Yeah, Connor, I pre-ordered Venom so far, but I think I'll get some of those G.I. Joes that we're about to look at as well.
G.I. Joe's,
Joe.
I think, needs to be a pre-order only from now on because it seemed. If you look at the G.I. Joe's history, they've had so many cancelled lines now.
Swivel joint, Jonathan says.
Oh, that's got
He
to
said-
be. That can't be a swivel joint.
He said, look at the Ranker High pictures. The knees are not extended.
That is
If
pretty
you-
shite.
If that is actually a swivel joint,
That's what I
That's a
thought as
joke.
well. Right. and
no,
left.
because look at the ankles. Look at the ankles. It's got the divot in it. The ankle's got. He's got ankle articulation. So why the fuck would they put ankle articulation in, but they wouldn't put knee articulation in? It's a digital render at the moment, so
Let's look at the other ones. See if it's looking any
Yeah,
clearer.
and I think it has the same type of joints that the hand is being used as well.
yeah.
I
That
don't know.
sorry, the arms. So
Elbows.
between the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I mean, so here's the thing. I'm not going to back it.
See, they
I-
are extended. They're longer there, but they obviously don't fully go straight.
I don't know. Yeah, I
it-
don't know.
It
It's
is
hard to see.
So here's the thing.
There we go. Look, it's longer there.
You
Yeah.
can see it's moved here as well.
Yeah.
So here's
It's got
what
to
I
be.
like. With his arms extended, it's going to be 42 inches wide. I'm not being funny. I remember when you had a 42-inch TV. That was a big TV for the time. So I'm all right with that. That's a decent size in my opinion.
That's fair. And it's based off renders. They actually scanned the original Rancor, didn't they, for it?
I'll try not to, Connor. Great, Brian's going to talk me into them then, Fecker. And he says, my Aries, that's worth 350.
We know what you meant, Connor.
My arse. But alright,
Yes.
fair play, man. That was a long day. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not prepared for getting him anyway. So
Nah, I got the.
what's new from me?
I'm not fucking again with this. I got the Mandalorian chip, and then the next episode that fucker blew up.
Yes! That was literally after the backing, wasn't it? Oh,
Yep. As soon as it finished.
They
Oh.
must
And
have
did you hear
known.
as well, Brian? Sasha Banks isn't coming back for season 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd have liked to have seen her get killed in it. Actually,
I mean, it would have been nice to have her arc kind of closed up. You know what I mean?
but she didn't really
If she,
do
in
much
fact-
in the last season, anyway, did she?
Yeah,
I'd
but see,
I'd
that seems to
say
be the
though,
Mandalorian thing, doesn't it, man? Just characters
Oh.
seem to just disappear.
they might come back in Ahsoka though, because they kind of all went off on their own thing. Didn't they?
Did you hear the news about Ahsoka?
Yes, and I have it on the schedule to talk about in a bit.
Yes.
I even have a custom banner made up for it.
Nice.
Professional, like I know. Stop saying that now. Anyway,
Professional.
some Joe's.
These are all
Outback.
going to be pre-order.
These are class.
You're going to have to pre-order everything from Joe's from now
Tubbs, check this out. The first thing I saw when I saw this guy was it looks like a Metal Gear Solid 4 Snake a little bit.
Really?
on. No, don't say that.
If you put an eye patch on that, on him,
Yes, definitely.
you put a little eye patch on him.
But
This Storm Shadow
this,
is
I
perfect.
fucking need it.
Perfect.
I
Can you
need
scroll
it.
through the pictures, Brian? This one.
Oh,
No,
okay.
go back,
No,
sorry,
see
go
what I'm doing is I'm hitting the wrong arrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go back first. There we go.
This is
Yeah.
because it means as well that, by the way,
yeah, I
that
see
they're
what
going
you
to
mean.
be
Oh,
doing.
pinless. They're going pinless
Yeah,
on
they're all
Joe.
Yep.
pinless.
And the thing that I really like about this, they're going into the Tiger Force zone, and
And they're
want-
doing
I-
the bat as well.
yeah.
Cobra bats. Not going for a bat, but the Cobra bat figures.
Yeah. Man, they look excellent.
Look really cool.
It's an interesting line. It's just struggled, hasn't it? Let's be honest.
I
It's
think
not
they're
really got off
just
the
really
ground.
slow releasing stuff for it though as well.
Yeah. So I also think that the classified line. I think that they were.
So cool.
I think that they were testing the waters. Is what I'm going to say. Even with the first and the second wave and the Target exclusives, I think they were literally just testing the waters.
I think
And,
it's going to be. I think it's going to stay Target exclusive. I think it's going to be a subsidized line by Target.
Um,
Honestly.
no, because I've just been able to order everything. Honestly.
No,
Yeah,
you've been able to order it through Pulse. Pulse has
Yeah,
had
yeah.
all the Target exclusives up till now, anyway.
And we get all the fan channel stuff over here as well at
Mhm.
Yeah,
Big Bang
but I
Comics.
think it's going to be a line that's subsidized because you look at the history of Joe's, and Joe's has had a lot of lines that have flopped,
Yeah,
it's
they don't do well.
it's a lot more niche than a lot of other things, to be fair.
But I think this one is hitting the right spots, and that's why they. Honestly, I think this is
Tell
why
me
we're
a figure
getting
in the line that hasn't really been hard to get a hold of, though.
mate, there are
Beachhead.
loads.
Beachhead.
Yeah.
That Baroness as well.
What is that? The movie stuff?
Yeah, the one. No, the one with the
Gung Ho.
with the big bike.
Oh,
That's
really?
the coil one. Yeah.
Most of what I've seen from it's been like difficult to get a hold of, and I think a lot of that's because it's been subsidized by Target. To be fair,
Some waffle, all right, Connor. Ranko backers are going to be pissed to see what happens in Return of the Jedi.
Spot on.
You know, he was in the
Spot-
Bad Batch as well. That Rancor as a baby.
yeah.
Ah.
So
Well, no, it was a she.
was it
wasn't
not that? Was it not the same one? I don't
It
know.
might have been, but it was a little girl, wasn't it?
Yeah. 30-minute interviews. Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, so was the Pulse fucking Hasbro thing basically like the action figure fucking DC fandom?
Yeah.
No, it was shit.
Ah.
Well,
like
they were
lots
both
of
equal,
waffle.
they were both equally crap, to be fair.
Well, DC's not crap. The fandom was crap.
Now we
No,
now
No
we
comment.
getting
No
into
comment. No
Now we
comment.
getting
Pulse was
into
90% fluff, and then a couple of figures announcements, and it's just no.
Pews are brutal on Cobra figures. Pew pew. G.I. Joe's possible to get figures. I agree there as well.
That's why I say I think it's being subsidized because I think they're not pumping out the figures as much.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think that that's the case anymore. I think that the figures.
Yeah,
We
Beach
might
have-
see a change.
I think you've seen a change in the amount of these reveals. I'm not being funny. Like we've had a lot of big reveals with figures that are not reusing a lot of molds. Storm
Yeah.
Shadow, all of his parts are new.
He looks
Crocmaster, all of his
really
parts
good.
are new. What's his name? Outback, parts are new. Spirits, like even so, everything that you see on Spirit, the chest, not the pants. All of the pants with the GI Joes are the same.
Yeah.
But everything is new, like the weapons and
That
by the way,
sniper rifle looks so cool.
proper weapons as well.
And
Yeah.
you see in his hand, he's got holes, peg holes for the eagle. as
Yeah, I
well.
was
Yeah.
going to say, wait a minute, he's got a pin on the bottom joint. He's got pins on that one.
Let's see.
If you go back, he's got pins on the arms.
There you go.
Pins and needles.
You can see the one pin there, and you can see one
Fuck's
just beneath
sake.
the arm cut.
You know exactly what that is, don't you?
Oh.
There you go.
Well, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel really,
definitely want these two. Like,
Brian. Can we remove Connor's comment? Like, I feel really bad for Tubbs. I want to see his sexy face, and all I see is like Connor holding a shark. Either that or Connor. Oh.
hold on. There we go. Sorry, Tubbs. I didn't realize I was even there.
He won't be seen.
That's my punishment for being late.
There we go.
I'm sorry. That was fucking gold. Oh.
But yeah, so we're nearly finished these anyway, so they
Yeah,
won't be in
yeah,
our way
yeah.
for much longer. Yeah, the reveal of the day for me was this.
Beautiful.
With
With
Fiona.
Fiona.
And were you guys watching the live stream when your one was like,
Yes.
"Oh, we've got Fiona now," and they were all like, "No, we
We
didn't
haven't,
reveal
we
him
haven't
yet.
showed
Shut
it
up."
yet. And she's like, "Oh, we haven't.
totally
It's been a long day." Because they were talking about like animals of like GI Joe releases and shit like that. One thing I will say, actually, the toy photography on this was spot on. They were talking about
Yeah.
this on the show. Look how good that, like the background. They said that they actually use real aquatic plants as well.
Yeah, she said she made like a little stream and everything on her desk, which I thought took to mean she got up and pissed on her desk or something.
No wonder the water's brown. Wait, what? That's
Golden
To
bad.
be fair, the
shower.
figure photography for G.I. Joe is pretty spot on. It's the best out of the line.
Yeah, it's class.
Look how good that is, man.
Like, watch that. Like, that is fucking unreal. Like,
Yeah.
And you know what I really appreciate?
Definitely
They
piss.
didn't have to give you that level of detail on the crocodile. But they,
No.
yeah,
they,
it's
went-
fully articulated. Like,
yeah, the tail's bendy. Like that is awesome.
that's almost as articulated as that Mattel Velociraptor I have here.
Hey,
mad, like-
yes.
It's a good figure.
Yeah, class.
And he actually looks like the toys from from like the olden days.
We talked about. Let's talk about Nerf guns. Not.
Oh, I zoned out on that badly.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck me, is that Wolverine?
So Tubbs, like
Another
earlier
Wolverine,
on,
yeah.
Tubbs earlier on, I did a live
Weren't
stream
expecting that.
from Hasbro Pulsecon, and I kind of mistimed it and ended up sitting through a half an hour of fucking Aegis talking about Nerf guns and
Magic the
Magic the Gathering cards and stuff. I thought I was going to explode.
When's that fucking Wolverine out?
Pre-order now. Comes in a little VHS box,
Hold on.
and that justifies an extra tenner.
Tubbs
No.
Tubbs will like this though. To be fair, it comes out in Jan. No, what
Comes
Jan
out
or
next
May?
year. Comes out next year.
I don't know if
That
they.
much I know.
I don't know if it's supposed to be Jan or May. I don't know if they're doing the US dates or something.
That's like two totally mad distances apart. Like
No,
January or May. Okay.
no. So here's the thing. Let me see.
It's going to have to
US
be like the
hashtag.
later date, purely on the basis that one of them's still a digital bloody render.
Yeah, because it's not even made yet. Like
No.
these are pretty cool, but redos.
No,
This
like
is-
we've had this figure super recently. Fuck them.
Family matters, yeah.
Jesus.
Well, we had the
Yeah, they
female
basically
Loki
took
recently
they
as
took
well.
the body off the old one and the head off the new one and stuck them together.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was like,
I like that.
The
though.
fucking WandaVision one looks way better though.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
One Division
Yeah.
one itself is way better. Yeah,
Such a good figure, to be fair.
by far.
that's really cool.
The vision
The
is
MCU
actually
are
good.
doing it.
I like
will
the
give you
eyes.
that. I'm not getting this, but I think it's a fair figure.
He's fair pale though, to be fair, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's
You
like a
could
giant
actually-
Q-
You
it's
know
like
what,
A giant Q-tip.
Tubbs? I reckon you should buy this figure and customize him to be a proper Superman figure. He's already white. You can just paint all over him. Yeah. he's
Or I
prime.
could customize him to be an ace.
That too. I don't know who that is, but yeah, that too.
That's me, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's. I knew that. Yeah.
And then we have more re-releases.
Oh God.
With
We
new head
literally-
sculpts.
Yeah,
we
that,
literally
that,
just had
that
that.
anti-Mackie looks well though.
So annoying. That's all I want out of that box is the Anthony Mackie head.
And that's how they
But
get.
that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing now on.
That's
Yeah,
how they
I'm-
get you.
Well, I
Right.
might see if it gets split online, so I'll grab it
Yeah,
through that.
Toys-R-Us will probably do a split in this set anyway, will they?
Well,
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, to be fair. And to be fair, that's for people that wanted the Endgame cap, isn't it?
Oh my
really?
god,
that's
his
a-
face still annoys me in the figure. Like,
Cap.
is that Cap or is that fucking?
No, that's Cap from.
No, that's-
Oh, that's Cap.
in
My bad.
Chris
That's
Evans.
really
I thought we ran about that other
USA.
motherfucker. Yes, that's the fucking dude.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh, by the way,
his face
Tubbs,
annoys me.
Wolverine is May. Sorry, it is May. I confirmed.
and there's a re-release of Bucky. I think this looks way better than the previous one.
Yep.
Hope it
Yeah, that's fucking
stands.
cool.
But once again,
The face is
it's
class.
too late in my opinion. Like, what the hell? Why are they only doing this now?
Yeah, but they went back and did Ironmonger and loads of other ones like so. I don't know.
Yeah, but they were first off characters. They hadn't had a
Yeah.
fucking they hadn't had a figure yet.
Or maybe they were just like, "Oh, we fucked up. We'll go back and fix it."
Maybe, yeah.
Because
the
original Winter Soldier for the MCU had like ball joints still, didn't it?
Oh man, that's fucking cool.
Can't remember.
See what you can
But-
do, Tubbs. Check out the picture in the corner.
It's got the piling over picture.
It's the meme figure, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cell
But it's
shaped.
got pins. It's got pins, which is annoying.
It does
It
have
looks
pins. I hadn't
different
even
to the
picked
one
up
I
on
have.
that. You know.
That was the first thing I looked at was to see, hang on a minute, is this how they're going to re-release the pinless X-Men
But
for us?
You know what I found really annoying though? Can you go back to like this is the first actual proper Wolverine head we've had. Because all of the other Wolverine heads that we've had have all been let's call it Marvel Legends versions.
Yeah.
Like this is the first proper Jim Lee one.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
they-
this literally like off the bat reminds me of the '90s cartoon Wolverine. Like,
But this is
Yeah.
from.
This is the 90s Wolverine cartoon.
Yeah,
yeah, so they're just
They're doing a
and-
line
and
just for that.
Oh, nothing there.
I want it. Like I want it in my face.
It comes in a little VHS box as well,
Check the
which I
box,
seem to be
Tubbs.
obsessed with at the moment.
Oh my
That
is
god, I
so
have
cool.
to have that in fucking VHS. I love VHS, man.
So this is
Tugs.
slightly bigger, but still. There you
Tugs
go.
the
Yeah.
VHS nut. So there's one for Jubilee as well.
That was
Jubilee.
a given. That was a given after what happened with her initial release.
Why? What
That's
happened with
really
her
cool.
initial release?
Nobody in the UK got her.
I got her.
Oh, you mean the first one with Strife and Storm?
No,
No,
I'm
there
talking
was,
about the Age of Apocalypse, the Apocalypse build of Figure One.
I got her.
I got her as well. Yeah.
Most of the suppliers had to import additional stock from the US.
Oh, I didn't know that there was
The
an issue.
UK didn't get the solid cases of her at all.
Oh, fair play.
And then there's
Yeah.
the anniversary Legends figures.
Looks awesome. Why don't you tell the folks how much that fuck is going to cost?
30 something, 7 is it? 37 quid?
37.
Fuck me.
That's euros though. So it's
Like-
only gonna be like 35 for you guys.
It is ridiculous.
The
for
head
what
is
it
class.
It looks awesome, mate.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's the
I love
best.
this as well.
I think it's the best cap we've had, but £33 is how much that costs.
It's the best we've had, but it's not the best we're going to get because yet again, no butterfly joints, no pinless on it.
No.
This is all stuff that we've got. This is all stuff we know we're going to get in the future. So
Oh.
That Stark head is just mad.
That is perfect to the comics, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's mad, it's so good, like.
Going back, Brian. You see what the
I love the horned one as well.
You see the hand. That
Mhm.
isn't even. That doesn't have any articulation.
no, they've started doing
They'll
that
Just
with the
turn
Money Man.
around.
It just goes like that. It doesn't even go up and down.
It goes circly.
Yeah.
They
And
started
the
doing that
most
randomly,
frustrating
didn't
thing.
they?
And
Mm.
the figure looks awesome. The like both Cap and an Iron Man. I'm looking at it, man. It looks like those figures when like that you'd play with when you were kids.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying 33 quid for this. Like I have the 20th anniversary one. I took one of the. Do you guys remember the Overwatch toys?
Yeah. I have
You know,
one.
Soldier 76. I took his harness and I put it on my cap. Done. That's it.
Not a bad shout.
The
yeah.
Wolverine is not up in BBC. Is that an exclusive? I don't think they're up.
Yeah,
yet.
they are. Yep, they are. They're Pulsecon and Disney Channel or Disney Store exclusives. You have a look through how much was exclusive to Pulsecon this convention. It was yet again disgusting.
Oh man, ain't up here.
They will be going for the smaller retailers. I know what you're
Maybe
saying.
No,
Maybe
because
some folks
they,
went
if they're
ahead.
smaller retailers, they say they're fan channel, and a lot of stuff wasn't fan channel. It was Pulsecon or Disney exclusive or Pulse exclusive.
Yeah,
I
but
kept an ear out on it.
that's what I'm saying. They are going for after
37
The
on-
retailers.
Oh no, you mean they're trying to close them down? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Kapow was saying. They knew as soon as that come up, they were going to be going after them, which their market is through them. They're stupid if they get rid of them because people don't trust Pulsecon over here because it's shit.
You see, but here's the thing: if I was Pulsecon and I knew that a lot of companies relied on me, I would, because I'm not being funny. They own the supply and they own the supply chain. They could not only get figures quicker to themselves, but they could also price much cheaper, completely kill all the other retailers.
But they're
and
not
then they could,
charging
like-
cheaper. They're charging more expensive.
I know.
Yeah,
but
they're
that's
actually dearer, like idiots.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
And later.
And if it was me, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be charging less, kill the rest,
Mm.
kill all of the retailers, and then I'd up my prices. So I don't know if there's an agreement in place, but I don't know.
Well, all the stores have lost their exclusives this year. You remember last year, all the stores had exclusives.
Mm.
They're not getting them this year. Facts.
No, that's-
Apparently, Hasbro can't be asked to deal with the hassle of it.
Yet they still give them Target exclusives.
No. Last year,
Mhm.
each store got 2 exclusive figures. For the UK only. So I think Star Action got the holographic Boba Fett.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In Demand got the cell shaded Optimus or something like that. The
Mhm.
cell shaded ones. Kapow got the 2-pack of the putties and some other stuff. They all got 2 figures each, and they're not getting them this year. So there's no exclusives for the retailers this year. So
Oh,
that was
fair play.
I thought that was a brilliant idea for them to promote these smaller retailers, and it's this year. No, we can't be asked.
Well, they don't want that.
So-
That's the thing.
No, now they brought
They're
Pulse
coming up
UK
license.
over.
Yeah.
It's taken so long to build a good audience up here, and they're going to destroy it quite quickly by the looks of it.
Oop.
So
Oh, spoiler alert!
Just lining up something.
It does seem disappointing, and Transformers panel was weak as hell as well. I don't think we really touched upon
No,
that.
that was only that was only drag strip really, and that I really.
But the thing
Bulkhead.
is, though, they haven't even announced the last wave of Kingdom. They could have at least brought them on and talked about them. They went, oh, here, this Tigertron wins the fan vote. Oh, we didn't announce this one, but it's on shelves. It's like, why don't you show off the rest of the wave? That could have been a bit of a time killer. There were so many things they could have shown off on the panels rather than having people do raps and demonstrate music tracks that they half the stuff they were showing off they don't even own the rights to. Let's show a nice little book that we don't even get a penny out of. Let's do a half an hour segment on that, but then 10 minutes on the products we're actually trying to sell.
Yeah.
Connor said that's not how supply chains are supposed to work. Selling in bulk to less kinds is far more profitable. No idea why Hasbro think this model is a good idea. Yeah, Pulse
They're just removing the middleman. That's
Well, the
literally
thing
what it
is with Pulse is they don't. Well, the suppliers obviously pay a certain price for the goods. They
Mhm.
then mark their prices up. Hasbro's taking that markup and they're getting
Yeah,
that money for
exactly.
themselves. Yeah,
Exactly.
they're
That's
making
what
a
they
hell
do.
of a lot, and they're marking it up on top of that as well.
Exactly. They already
You
made
know.
the markup from the from the wholesalers anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's
So-
not looking good for the industry. Not
Jonathan
looking good.
says kickback and bulkhead for me, and that fan photo is fucking bullshit.
I don't know how Blur won the first ever human inductee into the Hall of Fame. I don't understand. Especially when they were talking about Beast Wars. It seemed completely stupid. I was like, oh, Scott McNeil's going to be voted in then. You know, basically 50% of the cast of Beast Wars and a really good voice actor in general. And it was like,
Nope.
no, we're going to do Blur. I'm like, okay, that seems like completely random compared to what we're going to do, but sure. Maybe I should have seen it
You
coming.
look so confused.
No, there's two flies having sex on my TV. October nature, kids.
Oh wow. Okay, so let's move on from the Pulse shite for once and for all, because I feel like I've been talking about it all fucking week, even if it was only
That's
2
going to be
days.
so annoying when I'm watching TV later.
So
There's
Tubbs,
two
what were you...
flies just going.
You're a fucking animal, that's all I'll say.
I'm not fucking doing it.
You're
But you're
pointing it
watching
out.
them. And you're watching them. Fucking voyeur.
Oh,
At least,
So
yeah,
Tubbs,
at least
you
grab
were-
some tissues and have fun.
yeah. So I mean, is it weird if I watch them while I watch TV?
as
It's
long as you're
weird
not
if you
jerking
don't
off,
watch
it's fine.
them. Yeah.
See?
If your pants
I like
aren't around
this.
your ankles, you're doing it wrong.
Well,
I'm not wearing any pants right now.
Aye.
Tubbs, that's part of the
Do
contract.
you want to see,
don't wear
Bruno?
No pants Tuesday. I like it. Wait, what day is it? Saturday. I haven't worn pants
Tuesday
every
day.
day.
pants. Okay, so Tubbs, you were talking about something there, and I quickly stopped you. Darth Vader to return.
Yeah.
Tell us about
What?
it.
What's this?
Well, I only know what the internet says. It's Hayden Christensen is apparently supposed to be showing up in the Asuka TV show to, I don't know, be before he became Vader. Is it going to be flashbacks? We don't know. So, well, I don't fucking know anyway.
In this
know?
timeline, he's already dead. Like, so it has to be flashbacks.
Yeah, so
Maybe
I'm
it's
assuming
Vader.
it's flashbacks, like going back to when he was training her and stuff.
Why
Mm.
can it be him in spirit form?
Well, yeah, it could be ghosts.
But-
Anakin too. Mm.
I don't know because
The
Hasbro
only
also
fucking thing I will
said
say,
Vader's coming back.
why Brian, is because fucking George Lucas put Anakin at the end of fucking Jedi. That still doesn't fucking work for me, man. You know,
Yeah.
Tubbs doesn't need
Exactly.
pants as he has a
fucking
PS5.
PS5. I don't need fucking that to do PS5 shit. You know what I'm saying?
See,
Yeah.
this is a staple of every week where Tubbs says, Tubbs shows his PS5.
I can do
No.
mine if you want.
You don't
Well, I
have
don't
a
want to show you the PS5. Someone always like,
You don't
know.
have a PS5, do you, Tops? What do you
Wait,
have?
wait.
He's got the controller at least.
Oh, what? Oh my god.
You've even got a label for it now, Tubbs.
I know. Yeah.
Hey! Why does
Well,
Tubbs
I
have
love
to
it.
have a PS5 moment? There you go.
But
That's my rant.
yeah, so like he's supposed to be already showing up in Obi-Wan, isn't he? For a
Yeah, so
bit.
he's supposed
So
to be in that. I'm assuming, and apparently from what I was reading, is apparently he's. I don't know. See, they said Hayden Christensen. Is he going to be fucking Vader in that? Is he going to be fucking Obi-Wan or not Obi-Wan? Is he going to play Obi-Wan in Asuka? You know, in Asuka. Why would it be in Asuka? Ahsoka. That's
well,
not
I
even a
wouldn't.
fucking
I
name.
wouldn't
What
say
the
no.
fuck
Like
am I on about?
Oh, Tubbs froze.
Whoa.
Screenshots. Okay.
Oh no.
never mind. Okay, you're back.
Anyway, yeah, but I mean, I'm assuming he's going to show up as himself in
Thank you,
either
John.
flashbacks or a Force Ghost, which I'm not. A Force Ghost, I don't know
Do you know what
because
I would love if they did a live action version of their clash there at the end of was it Rebels or the other one where they fought and he was supposed to have killed her?
yeah. But see, I mean, you've been asking me to watch that for forever, like, but I know about it
Oh,
now.
now,
Like, do you know what I mean?
now it's coming back, Tubbs.
Yeah, so maybe do live action that. Do you know what I mean? I mean that's there's I don't know until they've they fucking
That-
they don't
that
haven't really given
scene-
us a lot of information, have they? Like they
that
just
scene where
have announced he's going to be there. Like
that scene
Well,
where
they're
they
re-releasing
fight.
his lightsaber. They're
Yeah.
doing his Force FX lightsaber, and when they turn
yeah,
around,
so you
and
reckon
said-
so?
they
It's
said-
definitely going to be flashbacks or the fight scene.
well, they said Vader's coming back, so they obviously have a bit of inside knowledge. So it sounds like they're going to be pushing him as a brand,
Mm.
and the only reason they'd be doing that is because he's back on screens again.
Hmm.
So, you know, they've timed it quite well with the old legacy characters. Look at all the Boba Fett figures that came out, and magically just around when he came back in Mando. You know, it's they know what they're doing with
It's
it. And
almost
they're
as if
doing
they
it.
know something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jonathan said the Star Wars movies the fans like is Rogue One, which had Vader. So to Disney now that means to have Vader on every show.
He'll
mean,
show
I
up
got
in
it.
Mando
More Darth
somehow,
Vader.
won't he?
But if they're so like John, like big on bringing Vader back, right?
Hmm.
They're doing an Obi-Wan show, they're doing an Ahsoka show. Why not just do a fucking Vader show and like fill in the fucking
Yeah.
blanks from like
Oh,
fucking
I'd
That,
love
the
to
comic
see
run
that.
was good for him,
that,
love
so
to
it'd
see
be
that.
I was
good.
just about to say that Vader comic was amazing.
I'd love to
I
see
mean,
him
like
just
who
standing on
doesn't
the
want to see
speeder.
the whole fucking him tazzing out over fucking Amidala and all that shit? That was fucking cool shit.
I
Like.
think that scene in the comics where he basically drowns a whole town using a dam. I was just imagining that in live action.
Like you could go
oh.
balls to the wall on that, like you know.
They
think-
could go super deep on that as well, because they could still show some recurring conflict internally to the
Mm.
point where you know what I'd actually love. You see Vader transforming between obviously Sith and New Hope. Like you don't know what that gap is, but
Yeah.
at the same time, imagine seeing that internal conflict with Vader. Like I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to kill people, but this is the only way. I'm trying not to, and it just like keeps escalating.
In that comic run, Bruno, there's I think it's a dream sequence where he dreams that he went the other way and killed the Emperor instead of Obi-Wan or something like that. And it was really, really cool. I'd love to see something like that. Like it's very similar to what you're saying.
In the logic of the films as well, if they did do something like that and they showed like all of that entire kind of like bracket that is in between, by the time you get to like the original trilogy, like you know, because you have like you know like the Rogue One scene that he's smashing fuckers up left, right, and center, like.
Mm.
And if you had this, he's a lot more faster kind of movement. By the time we get to the original trilogy, then he's a lot slower pace. Like the body has fucking slowed down. They could actually make a little more sense out of it. To, like why he randomly just like walks like a fucking robot.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the problem I was going to say is the more you expand on Vader, comics and stuff is fine because it's a different media. But as soon as you make a show, you make the old Vader scenes look like crap. You know,
Yeah.
Rogue One, they balanced it all right because he didn't move around much. He just sort of twisted his hand quite a lot. Let's be fair. And
He
lifted
just
his
did the
hand
Mike
up.
Myers stuff.
But that's
Yeah.
what I'd actually also kind of like see, because the guy's lost his legs, he's lost his arm. Imagine actually
Yeah.
seeing him like in rehab, like working his way towards. No, you think you think I'm actually joking?
And Vader said, "No, no, no."
I'm serious. Like this man is like going through like physiotherapy and like.
And thank God.
Working-
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would love to watch that, man.
Have you
Thank
read
God
into
Bruno
the,
isn't over the Star Wars universe.
have
So,
you
guys,
actually-
today's Darth Vader fitness exercise is stair jumps.
And what would the rehab in like? What would it be like WD-40 in the joints like or?
Oh God, no!
It
don't.
would be him
Scotty.
figuring out how this new body is supposed to work. Like he's lost a hand before, but he's never lost two legs and an arm. Like You know, that kind of thing. Him seeing him work into his armor. Like, you telling me that magically all of that shit that he has on his chest, he just knows how to walk, like, use straight away with no problem? Nah, let me show that
No,
motherfucker learn how to
no.
use it.
So you want Disney to make a Vader show about him showing up to the
No.
clinic, getting doing his exercises every week?
Have you?
Connor said he wants
Right.
to see an 8-episode run of Vader learning to
All I'm
walk
gonna
again.
say is fuck you guys. Um,
Mark
I'm not saying
Skywalker, you're
AF.
walking again.
No, they call me the Skywalker, not the Skycrawler. Anyway,
Oh,
I would like to just see one episode of that, all right, and then he can go into killing people. Jesus. All
we're
Now,
right.
gonna need a
there's been a
montage.
Red Letter Media video done about the facts about Darth Vader, and they cover a lot of like the Wikipedia version of what was said about everything to do with his reconstruction and stuff like that. And some of it's so ridiculous. You're talking about like they polished his head with
Yeah, I'm
woody
sure they
hide.
did.
No, they
sure they-
polished his helmet.
I'm sure they did.
They
fuck
but they
me.
polished his helmet to distract Palpatine from all the cost cutting measures they did.
I'm sure.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, one of
We're
his
gonna polish
buttons
your helmet
blinked
so
to
you'll
piss him
forget
off.
Amidala.
I forget anything.
I'm pretty sure Palpatine is the one polishing his helmet now.
He's like, There
Yes,
you go.
more power.
give me the juice. Oh, okay.
Oh, but, Jonathan
Yeah.
said a Vader show would be cool, but is it really Disney Plus material? Well, nothing we've said in the last 5 minutes is Disney Plus material. That's for sure. And Vader fucking up the entire galaxy. And he says, I think Vader not wanting to kill people ended before he murdered all those kids in Revenge of the Sith. Lol. I love that you
mean-
finished that with lol.
Yeah. Oh, all those kids are dead. Haha.
Fuck those kids.
Jesus.
Could you
Oh,
imagine
man.
if they did this kind of a show though, and like they made like a Big Brother style Star Wars show, but it's all the Force
Oh.
ghosts have to like stay in the house. You know,
That
And all
that
the
that to
kids,
me,
the
is
kids.
that to me, it probably already exists in Robot Chicken. I need to watch. Like,
Oh,
if
man,
it doesn't
Robot
exist,
Chicken.
they need to do it in Robot Chicken. Fuck it, that
But
is
it is,
perfect.
they're on like they're got like 11, 12 season now, isn't it?
Oh, I don't
They
know.
could
It's not
definitely do a
enough.
show of
Going on.
those remember those two stormtroopers that walked in on Kylo Ren gone mad, and then they were just like walking away and they're like, okay, but not today.
Day-to-day
Definitely
life
have
of a
those two as well.
stormtrooper.
Oh,
Just the
that is.
day-to-day machinations of stormtroopers would be amazing.
They did do something like that, where like it's a bring your kid to work day and shit like that.
Yes.
They fucking did, and
That
they
was
did
Robot
one.
Chicken
They,
as well,
they did
wasn't
a
it?
day in the life of Palpatine, where like at one point, every time he sees, like in the beginning, he's seeing like stormtroopers, and he's like Emperor, and he's like Trooper, Emperor, Trooper, and he's like
That's
fuck
all
you,
right.
fuck you, fuck you. Like he gets so sick of it.
Fuck you all.
So yeah, they definitely did that.
But
Yeah.
I mean, they could
But no, a
totally
Disney Plus
do.
show on it.
Like, could you imagine them doing like a show like MODOK, but it's all just about the stormtroopers, like on
Yeah.
their daily routine on the Death Star and so on. Like,
And
Yeah.
how
And-
clueless they are. I would love that shit.
As
I
long as
would
that'd be
one
want
fucking
condition,
entertaining. Like,
as long as they don't bring the actor in to play with the toys afterwards and show them off on a live stream.
Yeah.
What?
The most cringiest thing that I
Patton
saw a
Oswalt.
part of it. They had
Oh,
him trying to describe toys he has no clue about, bless his heart.
Oh no.
They're like, here's all the exclusives for you to show off.
Oh, shit.
So Tubbs and Joshy, have you guys seen Dune yet?
No,
no.
but I'm
Well-
fine with spoilers.
What
Oh
about
yeah,
now,
actually, this week, because last week Brian was talking about Halloween Kills. This week I managed to watch Halloween Kills. I managed to watch Chucky. I got a load of shit watched, and Doom is the one thing because I was there today. Going, I don't have enough time to watch it before the live stream tonight.
Oh,
Well, no,
So I'll
like,
give my
I'm not-
thoughts
I'm
on
not
it next
gonna-
week.
I'm not going to go into spoilers anyway, but you can start Bruno telling us what you thought of it.
I really liked it. I really liked it. I think there's a lot of a build up to it. It doesn't feel rushed, and it's a two-parter, right? This isn't
Mm.
the only thing that I would say that is bad about this movie, if you want to call it that, is there's no conclusion. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to tell you there is no conclusion. It doesn't begin and it doesn't end. You end in the middle.
It does begin though.
But that's because it's a two-parter, right?
Yeah, but you say it does begin, but you yeah, it is a two-parter.
Yeah, you're dropped into a story.
Yeah, you dropped into a story. You don't get a lot of details. They're not feeding you all of the details, which I kind of like. You're also getting it, as time progresses. You hear about the House Atreides, where they come from. His uncle, like his grandfather, whatever, was a bullfighter that comes from their days like on planet like there's a really nice build up to the story. And I was talking to Brian about, like, to me it felt very much like a space Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's what I said as well.
Yeah, you said you actually said Game of Thrones.
Sci-fi Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Wrapped in a chosen one narrative.
yeah, but
I
it's
did go back and watch the original recently.
I've never seen the original, so it was new to me.
And it's crazy because that fucking movie came out
91 or so, I think.
78.
No, God knows when for that, dude.
Was it? Oh,
78. I think.
Yeah, Jesus, it was like 70s
maybe it
or
was
80s or something.
maybe it was the game then that came out in the 90s.
But even to this day, like some of the, yourself, you watch films from the 70s and 80s, some of the CGI elements or they don't hold up, you know what I mean? But some of the stuff in it is still really solid, like to this day. So
that's the practical effects, isn't it? From back in
yeah,
the
do you know what I
day.
mean? A lot more of it was practical effects back then,
buys.
and there was a lot of like miniatures and things they used. But like, yeah, I mean, I haven't seen this movie, but the cast was the one thing that drew my attention. The cast looks unfucking believable.
I've heard a rumor that
presume
Zandaya's
that's
only
made
in it for
aimed at
like
you.
15 minutes.
Who?
Zendaya.
No, that's not. Well, maybe if you add it all up, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
Apparently, she's not in it for very long.
she she isn't, because she's in a lot of recurring.
It's not as if
internal
she's gone within 15 minutes. She drops in and out.
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
I
thing.
get
Because
that, but-
apparently she was only on set for 7 days in total, but that was like her, as Brian said, her role was sparingly kind of sectioned across the movie.
Well, it's just
Or
the fact
something.
that she's on all the marketing, all the toys. And
Do you know
she's
what
in
that
there
is
for
meant?
not
Do you know what that is? Do you
couple.
remember they made they released Godzilla and Bryan Cranston was all over the trailer,
and then
and he was not all over that movie.
He does not get eaten by a dragon, unfortunately.
Do you know what I mean? That was crazy. That was like fucking deceptive fucking trailer release, and that was like,
Well,
No,
we're
but
getting that way now with trailers, aren't we?
I think though she
I'm
will
alright with
be
that.
a much bigger part in the second one. If the
much bigger. So
Yeah.
here's my conclusion. I really enjoyed it. Somebody said something in on Facebook that actually I can heavily relate with. Visually astonishing, beautiful, really well done. A lot of the backstory is there, a lot of the concepts, the way they've executed them, perfect. However, you don't actually feel and actually when this person said this, I was like, fuck, that's a fair point. You maybe don't feel a big personal attachment to the characters. And I in retrospect, I felt that way. However, I did want to see the movie again, and it was a long movie, but I did want to see it again. And even
Well, I
though I
mean,
know it doesn't finish, I still want to see it again.
but I mean that at least that proves that it was enough to draw you in and entertain you, like. So
For sure.
yeah, it was an interesting watch for sure because I was catching up because I know absolutely nothing about it, and as Jonathan said, normies being way lost as to what's going on. But you get caught up fast enough if you actually watch it. It's not one of those movies where you can be like, oh, looking at your phone and doing this, that, the other thing. If you tune in, you'll enjoy it more, obviously.
For sure.
Yeah, so like I said, it's like Game of Thrones, bit of chosen one narrative in there, bit of Tremors thrown in for good measure as well.
Yeah, fuck me. But proper tremors.
Would you recommend, though, for people that aren't initiated into it, waiting for the second half? Or would you say watch this now and just wait? Or just watch the two together?
I'd watch the first one and see if you're interested in it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can still do that, but I mean, like, is it better to wait?
I
Because I've not
personally,
got any investment in it, so...
so my opinion is yes. I would say go all in on it, but just go all in on it with the expectation
that you have to wait. Like,
yeah, and
But
it's
to be
gonna
fair,
finish in the middle. That's
this
what I
generation, you know yourself, man. You say someone is no, wait a year to see the two of them together. They're like, fuck that shit, I'm watching it because nobody has any fucking, you know,
You
like
say that,
call
I
back.
potentially would, but...
It's
you
the
know.
Netflix kids, man. That's what it is. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, I had this conversation with my daughter before because she's watching The Walking Dead at the moment. and she's flying through the seasons, like, because it's on like Disney Plus and all this kind of stuff. And she was like, how like did you watch it in a few months? I was like, it took me 12 years to get where I am now because I had to watch it for 12 fucking years, week by week. It's a different generation.
Yeah.
Connor says, I never read the books, but he seemed like a right Mammy's boy. And in response to that, Jonathan said, Connor, whatever else Paul is, Mammy's boy is not one of them batshit crazy is coming to town. Lol. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Timothy Chalamet, whatever his name is.
I'm not a fan of the actor.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of him at all, and I liked him in this. He was actually really good.
Is that the main guy?
Yeah.
His face annoys me.
Yeah,
he's recently come out saying he's not going to do superheroes, so I'm just like,
fucking idiot. Why say anything like that? You don't need to say that stuff like that.
Well, I'm just sat there thinking, well, Robert Downey Jr. certainly gets paid a lot when you don't, so you know. And even then, Chris Evans and the likes of them. Look, what Tom Holland started off as, he did a small stuff, but he's now Spider-Man. He's now.
He was Billy Elliot.
Yeah, but what I mean is like in big roles. Yeah. Like his big role was Spider-Man, wasn't it? That was where he was kind of shown off to the public. He's now Nathan Drake. He's got a massive career ahead of him. So and he started off with superhero movies.
You've done this before, Josh, because that was a perfect segue into Uncharted.
My other half is well excited about this.
Right. So, like, casting thoughts first, everyone. It's controversial, isn't it?
I mean, it's definitely, the casting in this one is definitely, or not, it has definitely split the divide of people. Even what I'm reading online, people are hating Wahlberg as Sully, and they seem to be fucking like, I'm hard on for like, boy, he has got a mustache.
Start you off easy.
Go on.
Jonathan says Tom Holland is not Nathan Drake.
Yeah, I mean, look, come here.
I agree.
I joked with Brian last night, and I was saying it's like they can cast anyone for us. And for me, Nathan Fillion is Nathan Drake in live action. Yeah, and Brian said he's B-movie Uncharted, but it's a thing. I mean, they're going with the young Nathan Drake. You know what I mean? So like you want a guy that's going to be young enough to stick around in the franchise for a few more years. You know what I mean? So that's probably their plug on it. But
he's getting he's mid-20s now, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely in his 20s now. He's not a teenager. He's not a kid. Like, you know what I mean?
think he's just too baby-faced altogether.
That's
you're looking for a young Indiana Jones, basically, and it's not.
There you go.
Holland,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this goes down. I mean, because do you remember? Like, me and Brian will tell you this. When they announced the casting for The Last of Us, like, anyone that's in the chat will probably remember as well. I lost my fucking shit. Like, I was fucking so pissed off with the casting choice for that movie. But then after, yourself, you sit with it, you kind of start seeing pictures and you're like, oh, fuck me, they actually look like the characters. This actually looks like it could work. I think, like, the movie, this does look like an Uncharted movie. People are telling me all day, it's like, it doesn't even look like an Uncharted game. It doesn't look like an Uncharted movie.
It does look like an Uncharted movie.
It looks like the Uncharted game in live action.
Yeah, I mean, but for me, it's weird. It's like they've gone with number 3 and 4 and done a mashup.
They have,
it's like they've taken those two games and kind of went with the backstory sections of it, and it's weird.
So here's the thing though. Nathan Fillion, he's done the fan film. He does look like Nathan Drake, like to a T. Like I'm sharing the screen, Brian, if you want to pop it up.
Yeah,
like that does look like Nathan Drake. Now, I appreciate it's, getting Tom Holland, just getting the name Tom Holland will actually get people to come in and watch the movie. I think to Josh's point, right? Like
name recognition,
it is like people will come in and see it. Plus Mark Wahlberg. Now, do I agree with the casting choice? No, I actually still really like the trailer. It does detach it a bit from the Nathan Drake that you see from the games. I think actually Wahlberg can pull off a Sully personally. I think. I do find it hard to see Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, but I am still excited about the movie.
I'll be honest.
Nathan Fillion isn't right. Nathan Fillion isn't right for it. If you go back to him, he's got the face structure. He's too old, and to be perfectly honest with you, as somebody who's attracted to men, Nathan Drake's meant to be attractive. Nathan Fillion's a bit past his prime now.
That is the only problem with it.
I'll be honest about it. When I was watching the trailer, right? I was there watching the trailer, and I'm not even joking. At one point, I actually even in my brain, I just started going like, "Why isn't Mark Wahlberg playing Nathan Drake in this movie? Why is he playing Sully? Why isn't he just playing Nathan Drake? He looks more like Nathan, like the older Nathan Drake than Tom Holland does."
He's a bit too muscular for Nathan. He's a bit
But
too
I do,
muscular.
I mean, I do get the concept. I mean, I do get probably the reasoning why they went with Tom Holland, but but isn't that Hollywood at the moment? Hollywood like
It's-
people, so they put people in everything. You know, it's isn't that it though?
Sony.
It's but not even Sony, man. It's a Hollywood thing. It's become such a Hollywood fucking trend.
Oh
that, like,
shit! Yeah, it is Sony, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, it's a Sony movie. Like,
PlayStation
but they land on
Studios.
an actor, right? But they
Yeah.
get an actor, and then they start putting this actor and everything, and that actor then
Yeah.
goes on and does like franchise after franchise. It just seems to be a Hollywood fucking thing. They could have cast someone lesser known, you know, a little older. But
It
no,
doesn't
Tom
bring the
Holland's
bums to the
Spider-Man.
seat.
He's making us great money for Spider-Man. We put him in
The
this.
problem is bringing people into the cinemas to watch it, and that's the.
But
I understand
I
why
don't
they
think
went with Holland,
Uncharted is
though.
a big enough name on its own to pull people in. I think.
I don't think it is.
Oh, I mean, Uncharted's a
Really?
huge franchise, dude.
It's
No,
not.
I'm
It's
sorry,
not cross-platform for one.
I don't think
It's a
it is.
PlayStation exclusive, so
If-
that cuts
I'll-
down your audience by 50%.
You know,
well,
you know how I can
30%.
tell
That's
you
a
it's a
good
big
point.
franchise. I walk outside this room and I ask my wife if she knows what Uncharted is, and she will give me a blank stare. That's how I know it's not a
Yeah,
big.
that's true. Same with mine.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe it's just because we're in the bubble of
Thoughts on
We're-
this?
yeah.
one?
the gaming thing.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Thoughts
think
on this
it's
one?
that.
But I
Tom
mean,
Hardy,
look, we knew it was never going to be a
No, I
fucking
don't
like,
think so.
a
It's too
carbon
dirty.
copy of the game. You know what I mean? It was going to have elements of. I mean, it seems very much like National
I have a
Treasure
break.
mixed with Indiana Jones.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So like,
That's
let's
kind of
get
what it
one-
seems
let's-
like.
Before we wrap this discussion up, well, you can look away there, but let's get one from each of you. Who else? Who would you cast?
I have a cracking one.
I have one, and I said it to Tubbs the other day, and he said definitely not. But anyway, I'll say it. Go on.
So I have a relatively unknown actor, Nicholas Gonzalez. Have a look. Share it up. He could be Nathan Drake.
There goes your name recognition.
No,
I know That's the problem. But look at him.
No.
Connor
You-
says it may be the best Indiana Jones movie out next year.
better than the one they're
Very
making right now.
true. If
Harrison Ford's
Ford
just
ever
going to be
makes it.
stumbling around an old people's home in the next one, isn't he? Let's be
Yeah.
fair.
Raiders of
Hey,
the
I
Lost Ark.
guarantee you, Tenor, it's going to be like 80% stunt double. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
95%.
80. Yeah, exactly. It's like
it's
they probably
literally
just gonna
20%
scan
of the movie.
his-
That's the
just gonna-
close-ups.
They're just gonna scan his face.
Yeah.
Hey, you do all the jumping. I'm just gonna be in my trailer. Yeah.
I'm not going to cut my hair.
trailer.
Yeah. So
Keep the
Alright.
earring in.
So go on, so who's going to go first?
let's see.
Fuck.
I'm actually
Hmm.
happy with the casting, to be fair. I'm actually happy with it. I think it's the best that they could have done at the moment.
I mean, they do bounce off each other well in the trailer. Like, do you know what I mean, it looks like a ton of fucking fun. To be fair, like, I mean, that entire fucking plane sequence is straight out of the game, and I do. It's not. I mean, for me, I didn't watch the trailer and kind of go like, oh man, that's the Uncharted movie that I've been waiting for. You know, I kind of went like, oh, that looks like a fucking fun movie. I'll enjoy that. You know. But it's not like the Batman trailer that I've watched like consecutively 80 plus times at the moment and like jerked off to every time. You know,
The Batman trailer.
that's when you know you like a trailer, when you're like you know, when you've like missed like you know calling to your parents' house because you're too busy kind of like on your phone in the bog like.
In the bug, like yeah. So go on. Give us.
Well,
a
yeah,
few
so yeah,
numbers.
we're casting the movie. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, just one to lead, so yeah.
Oh God, off the top of my fucking head.
Yeah.
Well, then come off the side of your head if you want.
Hey, go on, Josh.
God, okay.
I'm sticking with Tom. I think he's the best casting for it. I think even if he's playing his Peter Parker role in this kind of movie, what Nathan's a bit cheeky, a bit sly. That's exactly what Tom played in the first Spider-Man movie. He played that little kid that was trying to be the big shot, wasn't he? He was
Yeah.
Spider-Man and he was with Tony Stark. That's exactly what Nathan needs to be in this movie. And if it's got the legs and if it's going to carry on going, he will grow into the role perfectly. Same as
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg will eventually get old and leathery more than he is
Yeah,
now.
I'm going to say Mark
He'll be
Wahlberg.
able to play Sully.
Mark Wahlberg, my choice.
Oh, the lettering, I love it.
But Mark
He's
Wahlberg's
already in
too
the film.
big.
Like,
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg's too big. Nathan Drake has to
what
be
would
a
you do
slender
though?
hoodie.
What would you do though? Like if it turned out that like right, Mark Wahlberg is actually Nathan Drake, but like he's like fucking took so many fucking like like hits to the head over the fights and so many falls that he's actually got a split personality going on. He's actually
Oh,
like
what's
walking
going
around
on?
talking to himself, you know.
And then Tom Holland's just
Mark
playing
Wahlberg
the
is too
split
short as well.
personality.
He's
He
not
is-
even there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Or maybe he's suffering
too
PTSD
bulky.
because Sully actually died, and he's like, "Well, I'm Sully. My name's
Oh my
Sully."
god.
You know.
Jesus. You took it straight into the dark side.
Oh,
Wow.
that would be brilliant,
And
though. That
my
would be
my
good.
my throwaway casting will be Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, you said that to me, and I straight
Ooh.
up said nope.
No, I would say no as well, but you can. Well, everybody knows what Sebastian Stan looks like, but
Yeah.
I shared it as well.
I think he could pull it off, but I'm hoping for he does Luke Skywalker soon. So
No, I can't see
I
him
could
as
see him. I could see him as a.
Like-
He's
I can't see him as Drake. Like even then.
He's got the edge, and he's got the comedic side as well. I think.
I could see him playing Sam, the brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
a good shout.
Good shout, definitely.
yeah.
Good shout.
And then he's got good rapport with Tom as well, hasn't he? So that
Yeah.
worked
Yeah.
pretty well in casting. Yeah. They're
Oh, I've
already
got some
friends.
backup. Jonathan said I'd prefer Stan over Holland.
Jonathan
I-
does just not like
Team
Tom
Jonathan.
Holland. Yeah.
I
Like
get
Tom
the
No, he
hate
doesn't
for
like the
it.
cast, and he likes Tom
Yeah, yeah,
Holland.
that's what I'm saying. Like his first comments on it was like Tom Holland is not Drake.
I get the hatred for
That's
it, but if
cool, like.
Tom's going to be pushing this swap like Indiana Jones, they're mad. Sony's not pushing for small franchises at the moment. They're
Yeah.
going for big, long-term things. And if Tom's at the head of this, then when he's 40 years old, still playing Nathan Drake potentially, then he'll look the
And
part. But at the
Spider-Man.
moment, he is young. Oh yeah, Sony ain't going to get rid of him in a heartbeat.
It could be-
they're
it could
on
be
the
worse.
road.
Could be worse. Could be Jared
no.
Leto.
What about Pen Badgley? Is it Badgley?
What?
Penn
What's his name?
Penn. It's the actor from You, the show You
Oh,
on Netflix.
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
No.
actually, that's a good shout.
Get him
Hmm.
up.
Um,
Let's judge.
See, I was trying to like fucking rattle it around in my brain. I was like, who the fuck? I mean, I kept making Wahlberg jokes because he's already in the fucking trailer. But yeah, that
That's-
actor kind of thinking
that is
about the
an
look and stuff. Throw up a picture of him, and Bruno.
Yeah, I have it up. Wink, wink. That's what she
See, like, does he?
Yeah, yeah, he could. I'm trying to think of. Like,
Oh
what's his-
no!
With shorter
Gossip-
hair.
with
Gossip
shorter hair.
Girl, isn't he?
Yeah, Gossip Girl. Yeah,
Oh
He
God,
could.
no,
he
no,
definitely could.
no,
There's
no.
a picture.
He looks like you break him.
By the way, have you guys seen the meme? By the way, with the San Mourinho. Have you seen this?
No.
Look,
Yeah, I did. I
That
saw
is
that.
brilliant.
look. This is actually Mourinho, and that's like from you.
Pronounce that
Mate.
again.
Jesus
Mourinho.
Christ.
That's his name,
Mourinho.
Mourinho.
That's
He's
why you're
pronounced it
Portuguese,
properly.
You know it properly, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Allow me to say, he is a cunt.
But look, he could. pull it
Okay,
off.
okay. Well, I mean,
He
like,
could
no, but
definitely
what I
Drake.
mean is like him for a younger Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Nah, he looks like he'd snap trying to do half the stunts.
Okay, let's spin it on its head. Who would you cast as Sully?
Nicolas
Ooh.
Cage or Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, yes. I was gonna say like fucking Jameson from Spider-Man, but he's probably too old.
He's
too
way
old.
Oh,
too
fucking! I
old.
mean, I
But
think
he did do that
I
movie
think
with
he's
Chris
the
Pratt
obvious
on
choice,
Amazon
J.K.
Prime.
Simmons.
Obviously.
J.K. Simmons would be excellent. And by the way, the man is still fit as fuck. Have you
Yeah,
seen like
he
his
did.
old-
He did
He's
that
fucking.
movie.
He's ripped as fuck, man. Have you
Tomorrow,
seen
yeah,
him?
Tomorrow World, was it? And he was
Like-
pretty actiony in
What
that.
about Clooney?
Or Liam Neeson.
Can you imagine?
Genuinely,
Liam
what
Neeson
about George
playing
Clooney?
it? Clooney could be good.
He's
I
fucking
could actually
slick and
see
suave. Like,
Clooney.
Yeah, Clooney would do it, but I don't know. J.K.
Trumping
Simmons.
on us. Yeah, trumping away.
I have it.
Go on.
Elijah Wood.
Hell
Get the
no.
fuck out of here. Get the fuck
He's
out of
he's
here.
got attached now, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna say it straight out. Right? If
Talking
they can
about
cast
baby
Tom Holland,
face.
if
Tubbs,
they
I
can
can
put
mute.
Tom Holland as Nathan
I can
Drake, my
fucking mute
candidate
you,
would
Tubbs.
be Victor Sullivan.
Banned from studio. Um,
Oh, these new powers are fantastic.
Oh, stop, man.
I kid.
Nathan
So,
Drake should be The Rock. Anyway, continue on.
Oh no. I was going to say. So, Tubbs, you finally watched Halloween.
I did.
Tell us what you thought.
I was, and you know me. Look, I'm a big fucking huge Halloween fan. The
We've
original Halloween's one of
established.
my
I
favorite
know
films
you.
of all time. But yeah, I can definitely tell why there was a lot of people conflicted by this movie.
First of
It
all,
was
have you guys seen it?
I
No.
haven't.
Do you mind if we spoil it a little?
No,
bit?
fine.
I don't. And I'm sorry to do this. I just have to go back to one because I just googled Nathan Drake fan cast, and somebody has
okay. Go on.
somebody has the perfect Nathan, and I agree with this one. Sorry, I just had
It's fine.
Go on.
Dun, 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 dun.
Clint
That's the
Eastwood's
guy.
son.
He's not a big name though, is he? He hasn't been in it. Is he good at
Uh,
acting?
But you
though?
don't need a big name, dude. That's the problem.
You
Like
do.
they just
You need
went
a
with a
big
big
name.
I
name.
think you kind of do. Yeah.
You
But
need a big
that-
name.
I mean,
What's his name again? Oh, fuck it.
uh,
Scott.
Like do
Scott
the
Eastwood,
one. There's
yes.
one there, Bruno. Right? It shows Tom Holland and Nathan Drake side by side. Pick that one.
They
and
Uh,
don't
see
look
what
nothing
about it.
alike.
which one? This one.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it was.
I mean, the outfit is on point, but
Yeah.
it isn't Nathan Drake, right?
Let's
That's
fix it. Oh, we can fix his face in post. It's fine.
yeah. But honestly, Scott Eastwood, I approve of that casting.
that's a good fucking pick, no man. To be fair,
That
and
is a
even
good
kind of
pick.
fucking looks like him.
Yeah.
So,
But,
yeah.
sorry, guys,
Yeah.
continue.
Tubbs. Michael Myers. What did you think of it?
Now, has everyone seen it here?
I don't
I'm
care.
fine with
Go for it.
spoilers, so don't mind.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
there isn't really many spoilers, anyway, is there?
There is, man. To be fair, and I
Boogie
mean
Man.
it's. But no, I mean even for anyone in the
Crazed
chat, if you
killer
haven't seen
kills
it,
a million people.
you know. But yeah, it's a very conflicting movie, and I can understand why a lot of people really didn't like it. I can understand why people loved it as well, though, because there was some fucking epic moments in it. There was even like a light bulb kill in this, which was just genius. There was a section in this where he kills a woman with a light bulb, pulls it out of the ceiling, and stabs her in the throat. And then what I did like was then proceeds to kill her husband, but does the most psychologically psychotic thing I've never seen this in a Halloween film. While she's bleeding out on the floor watching her husband be killed, he's testing fucking knives in the dude's back to see which one is the best knife to take. I was going, it's fucking mental.
Nope.
And then he goes with the bigger one. But
Nope.
the ending to this thing is very conflicting because of the direction they go. It just seemed like you did this entire thing where this mob attacks him and beats him down, and they let him get back to his feet and put back on his mask and go, come on, Michael, fight fair and whatever the fuck they were doing. And then it goes tits up for him. I was kind of going like, why didn't they just remove the whole mob fucking thing and just have him massacre everyone? This film seemed to me that it was very much a filler to get to the end next year. They had Halloween, this is Halloween Kills. It very much feels like a filler film. It's just, it doesn't seem like a complete movie. Do you know when you have trilogies in horror, man? Where it's like you have episode 1, 2, and 3. And all of them have a consistent story in there. Kind of like they feed into the next, but it's a complete arc. This one genuinely felt like it was just a way to push the narrative into the next one for the final showdown. I'm assuming is the way they're going to go. So yeah, there was a lot of things. There was loads of moments I loved. There was kind of certain things I scratched my head at. I enjoyed it, but it's definitely not the best Halloween movie that I've seen.
Like, for me, I was enjoying it. I really enjoyed it up to the very last 10 minutes, I would say. And that totally ruined the film for me because, basically in all the Halloween films, it's Michael stalking the town. In this, they turn it on its head and it's the town looking for him to kill him. But to spoil it anyway, they get him down to a certain point where there's let's say 20, 30 people around him, just basically wearing bats and fucking stabbing him and hitting him, and he's just lying on the ground, and they let him get back up, and he just kills every single one of them in a montage, and
That's
then
what I mean. Yeah.
sneaks
And
into a
do you
house
know, Brian?
past a lot of cops and kills. It's so fucking stupid.
There's a shot, right, of Michael Myers standing there. He's just standing there, and they do this thing where they lower him out of the house, and one robs his mask and throws it on the floor. So he's just standing there, and they're all kind of lining up around him, and they all have like bats and fucking and like iron bars and big sticks, and there's a woman standing there with an iron. And I looked at, I was like, it's fucking Michael Myers. I said, what are you gonna? Are you going to iron his fucking boiler suit for him? I said, what are you doing? It just stood out to me like a fucking sore thumb. But I agree with Brian. It seemed so fucking pointless to do it. It was just sort of like they were trying to pad the runtime, and to just do that, to let him stand back up and put on the mask so they could be massacred.
Do you think it's a failure of like studio movies at this point? Because it's out. Not seeing the movie, it sounds like this is our climax. We've got to have a climax for the movie, even though it's the middle part. And unfortunately, instead of having a good climax, to me, all it sounds like is, so he's defeatable now. And so the next movie, it's not the big stakes. It's the same problem that It and It Part 2 had. They'd already defeated him.
This is the thing, though.
He wasn't that scary anymore.
Because they're like, concept, Bruno, as well. It's the original Halloween, right? And then they had Halloween 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fucking H2O and Resurrection, and all these movies. These movies are kind of retconning all those and going it's like a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
But the original plan for this, and Brian, you know this because we talked about it, was in the original movies he was this supernatural being. He was this he became this like this dark element that couldn't be killed, and they were supposed to. Like, this was the direction, was like, they're supposed to get rid of that. He was just this guy that spent 40 years in a prison obsessing about, finally killing Laurie Strode. And he finally decides after 40 years to come out, to go. And he's kind of like, you've got all these people pulling him in the direction, like the Doctor and things like that, to kind of land the two of them together. But this movie honestly seems like they've broken their own mythology after 2 movies.
Yeah, it seems like they wanted to go so far down a certain road, and they realized, shit, this is a dead end. We better go back and go completely the opposite way.
Do you know what it's like? It's like they completely retconned all the original sequels to start a fresh new thing where he's just this psychotic man a psychopath that murders loads of people. And now it looks like, going into the third movie, they've kind of wrote themselves into the same direction all the other originals did. Now he's supernatural again. Because she even has that monologue at the end where, like, every time he kills, he transcends. And I'm kind of going, like, the fuck does he transcend to? He was like, what? And a point I that wrecked my head was, all right, if he's this this entity and this, like, he transcends every time he kills, the fuck did he stay in a prison? Or standing around looking at the sun for 40 fucking years, It makes that part of it made zero sense. And one thing, Jamie Lee Curtis was barely in this fucking movie.
Well, she got out of bed and got back into bed.
No, she got out of bed, right? Like, all fucked up from the last one. And because this is the thing that I think a lot of people forget as well, is these 3 films. Now, I don't know about the next one. I don't know if they're going to do a time jump or what, but these 2 movies anyway are like literally back to back, side by side.
I think they have confirmed they're going to do a time jump for the third one.
Okay, so maybe
Halloween
the time
ends.
jump for the next one. But the first and second one, literally, the second one starts literally moments after the first one ends.
I
will say one thing. They did a lot of good shit in this movie, which I did like, was they went back and they went back to the 70s, and they even had an actor playing Dr. Loomis, and I had to double take at one point. I thought it was footage of Dr. Loomis. I was like, that's fucking cool. But they did a lot of like old stuff and kind of really fed in little gaps of things from the older story. But there's the scene where he gets out of the house and all the fire people are there, and all, like it just looks fucking amazing. Look, he looks so fucking scary.
He killed a full team of fire engine people.
But I told you, buddy, it was their first day on the job.
Right, so we're gone well over time. So I've just one more thing for us to discuss, and we will call it a night.
Also, Chucky's well worth a watch.
Tubbs
definitely.
rant. Brilliant.
So the GTA
Okay.
trilogy has been release dated for the 11th of November on digital. So is there any of you guys planning on buying it?
Um. Okay. Can I ask you one thing before we go on with this?
No.
What is the story with this remaster? Is this a completely remastered version, or is
No.
this just upscaled graphics?
It's upscaled, the controls are changed, a lot of little
Right.
things like
But
that.
when they say
And
Okay.
upscaled as well,
new
But can I ask you a
animations,
question? Does the water still kill you in these games?
yes,
probably.
it does.
Fuck me, because
It
like
does.
you'd think if they're remastering it, they would like change the physics of how these
That would
games
take
play. Now,
so
don't get
long,
me
though.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I
That'd
loved
be a
number
remake,
3.
wouldn't it? Though,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like the
mean,
Resident
yeah, it
Evil
wouldn't be just
remake.
remastered.
Remaster is just an upscale nowadays.
But I mean, it's apparently it's going to be $60
That's
on
the
release.
€50, €55, like
Mm.
40,
Yeah,
50
so
quid. I'm not fucking paying that for that. I like
like
it. I love it.
I'll
Jonathan,
probably
it's a
get it
mini
when it goes
upscale
down
rehash. Yeah.
eventually. But Grand Theft Auto never goes fucking down, does it? Like,
It will. I think this one will eventually because
Yeah, well, at Christmas that'll go down definitely.
yeah.
here's my thoughts. I saw the graphics. I was actually super excited when I heard that they were doing this because in my mind and like we had this conversation, right? I
Mm.
wasn't expecting this to be GTA 4 style, right? I think GTA 3, GTA 4, GTA 3 and San Andreas, Vice City, they all have a specific comic style.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, but the thing is, I was still expecting it to have some sort of visual fidelity to GTA 3, to GTA 4, GTA 5 on how it looks, and they could have done so much more with it. Honestly,
It's
I
just a
think
cash grab, really, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
it
Yeah.
is. And I would have gladly paid €20 for that. But
Jonathan
I
says,
don't think it's worth more than that.
considering how much money Take Two, and
No,
Rockstar
I
have
agree
made
with
now
Jonathan.
yeah.
With the amount of money they've made off of like grand, like, did you ever see the meme flying around where it was like fucking PlayStation 2 had like
Yeah.
GTA 3, GTA
Yes.
Vice City, San
Yeah.
Andreas, and PlayStation 3 had like GTA 4 and Liberty City Stories and GTA 5, and then you had like PlayStation 4, PlayStation
I
5. GTA
have it
5
up.
is
I
basically
have.
1/3. It's
People need
insane.
to stop putting fucking money into that GTA 5, like.
There you go.
But I mean,
I-
but this is the mad thing, because a friend of mine, I know for like, I mean, I won't say his name obviously, but a friend of mine has actually bought GTA 5 on the PlayStation 3, the Xbox, on the PC, PlayStation 4, and he'll probably buy it again on PS5.
My other half was going to buy it on PS4, and I had a go at him, and I just went, "No, you're not buying the same game again, slightly on a different console." I went, "You moan about not being able to afford every game you can get. You're not buying the same game twice."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's
I mean,
the same game twice.
they'd want to be giving you like they'd want to be attaching brand new fucking islands to the thing in the PS5 version. Do you know what I mean? Which was rumored for a long time that that's what they were going to do. You're going to have Vice City and fucking Liberty
Jonathan,
City
I was
attachments.
just about to mention Skyrim. Skyrim, Resident Evil 4, and the GTA games have probably released on every console the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Like,
So if I'm honest,
fridges. Skyrim was on a fridge, wasn't it?
it was on the fridge.
Yeah, they put it on a fridge
God.
as
One
well
of
as
the
on
Samsung
Alexa.
fridges or whatever it was. Yeah.
Mm.
But here's the thing. I personally think that GTA 6, whenever that shit comes, they
20
better
years
make
from
that.
now.
Yeah, like they better make that fucking perfect. And it has.
But
The
you
one
know,
thing I would.
when they do make it, people are going to whine and bitch so hard because they had to wait for so long for it.
Of course they will. Of course they will.
But
People,
and this
Honestly,
is another.
why would they release another one? Why?
It's too
Well,
easy to make money off the one they have.
Yeah.
But you know what it is though, man. It's one of those things. It is, and it is, as we were saying about people buying it on every console. It's people are love GTA so much they'll buy it, and they fucking know this. Like,
if you don't vote
so
with your wallet, nothing changes.
No.
and GTA 6, man, GTA 6, like, better be a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah,
It doesn't
like,
need to
PS5
be.
version of
GTA
GTA 5 is
6
just
to me
PC
has.
with HDR.
I want them to do something like The Crew, where you get the entire US, and you have to do
No.
shit like with cartels
won't.
across the region. Oh,
Was it John
I love
Redmond
that.
said Tubbs, the PS5 version of GTA? It's just the PC
What?
version.
PS5?
Sorry.
With HDR, yeah.
PS5.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
off,
yeah. I
fuck
get
off,
that.
Tubbs.
Yeah, it's probably just now. The only thing about it is director mode fucking better on it. I've always wanted to
Director
try
mode.
my fucking hand at the old director mode.
What?
Because like I've got this project that I really wanted to do in GTA. Like if I could get director mode or figure it out, it's called like fucking Alleyway or Alleyway Nana
no.
Bashing. It's not a porn. It's about this psychological killer that goes out at nighttime and just like lures grandmothers into alleyways and beats them to death with an iron bar.
Wayne Rooney, is that you?
Funny enough, right? Little story.
This
It was myself and Brian were playing GTA
I
one
did
night.
not do nothing with grandmothers with you.
No, with our mates Baz and
Yeah,
Paddy Murphy.
Oh yeah, GTA
and-
Online, yeah.
Do you know, Joe, when you like you when online when they like put you in the map and you're off kind of like at different parts of the map, and while the lads were kind of trying to find me, I just went off down alleyways beating nanas with an iron bar, waiting for them to collect me in the car.
It's scary how you add nanas into a game and it fucking revitalizes a franchise. Look at what was the Ubisoft one that recently just had? Look, you can hack old women, and then it suddenly got
Oh, Watch Dogs, yeah.
The
Watch
sales
Dogs.
just went up.
Suddenly got yeah. You can make a senior citizen crew. Whoop, sales go up. That's the
Hello
next
there,
GTA
Jerry.
for
Would
you.
you like a
Old
fiver?
people. Do old people for the next GTA. That'd be brilliant.
But yeah, so what? It's out in like 3 weeks time.
I'm half tempted, I have to be honest.
Not at that price point for me. I don't think it. I think that they are rightfully so. They're a company. They want to make money and profit. I get it. And they are tugging on the nostalgia strings.
Hey!
Hey,
First small
But,
joke of the night.
Yeah.
fucking hell.
Can't
We're
reach
gonna
across the
we're gonna
keyboard.
miss Make of a Sunday night constantly jabbing at Tubbs.
Oh, we'll get there. You know, it's one short joke at a time. But
The
yeah, I
height of
don't think
ignorance, Bruno.
55 euro is just ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Like I can't understand it when like what was the game you bought, Brian? It was a Kenna.
Kenna Bridge
Kenna.
of Spirits.
Yeah, I mean that's a brand new
40 quid.
PS5 game, right?
How much did you pay for it?
40.
And that sold for $40, and that was a brand new PS5 title.
10
And
hours
then you
long.
have this one that's like literally four consoles back at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah, and they're selling it for 55 fucking quid.
Well, look at wasn't Resident Evil remakes like 30 quid or something like that? They weren't full price games, if I was
They were.
correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh, were
saying.
they?
And they were
Resident
full, and they
Evil
were
2
full
was
remasters. Like.
55 quid and it was only about 10 hours long.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I
but
swear
the
it
only
was
thing
that.
about it, Brian, is
I
they were full
bought it.
remastered games, and they didn't sell it for like 60 quid.
I'm trying
Well,
to
I
think.
mean,
I knew
maybe
there
they
was
did when they
some-
first came out. I don't know.
I just realized we're talking. Does it have like? Let me just share very quickly, Brian. Just as a
Yeah.
point of reference, this is what they've done. Like, how can they justify that becomes like? Look at those fucking like no.
Like
Not
it's literally they've literally just put a skin on it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've. So
The
this
cartooned it up.
this is before and after. Like
Yeah, but lads, can I ask you a question? Are you not looking forward to going like back into San Andreas and like bringing
Yeah.
CJ to eat food and go to the gym and like and then when he starts to piss you off with his stupid voice, you just let him like malnourish to the point where he just dies.
can you do that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can fucking do
You
that.
can make him
You
fat.
don't
can
feed him,
make
he dies.
muscle.
No,
It's
no, I
all
remember.
skinny and
No. So I remember you could make him fat. You could make him skinny. You could make him go to the gym. You could. I remember all of that, but I don't remember him actually dying from malnourishment.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't feed him, he just gets pure weak and you can't do anything with him. I mean,
Okay, I didn't know that. Fair
I mean,
play.
I don't know if it's been so long since I played. I don't know if you can actually make him die, but yeah, they should do that. If it's not in there, they should allow you to do that.
Exaggeration.
Or suicide by cop.
Suicide by.
By what? Cop? COP or something else?
Cock.
Clucking bell, is it?
Hey, if they're trying to make it more modern, they got to go with the modern thing, right?
To be honest with you, they're 10 quid each a game on the fucking PlayStation Store normally. That's what it should have been at.
Hmm.
It shouldn't have been a full bundle for this
They
price.
never do that.
I agree with Jonathan Redmond here. The mods make this game fucking better. Have you seen some of the mods for
Yeah.
fucking San Andreas?
Yes.
It looks
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yep.
Like, why can't they just get some fucking like put some of the mods in the fucking game and make it look better?
No. Leave the mod community alone. Leave the mod community alone. Have you not seen every time that a company's got involved with mods?
Yeah, they
It's
fucked the
just
modders over.
Yeah,
they should
true. Oh, yeah,
fuck 'em over.
Skyrim. Yeah, for one.
Skyrim, we're gonna pay for mods, or you can pay us for mods. Fallout 76,
Fallout, yeah, that was
Fallout.
bad.
Yeah.
They
And
keep
what's
on doing
worse,
it.
any mods you make,
Oh,
we
it's
own.
Bethesda that keep on doing this, isn't it? The mods
Yeah.
that fix all their games, they then fuck them all over.
No,
Yeah.
but it's like it's the same as well. And Brian knows this. Like it's the same with like WWE wrestling games, right?
Mhm.
Whenever they had them on console, but they released them on PC, and then you could the mods people were making for these games. I was kind of going like, how can someone in their fucking room like
Mate,
Mhm.
make like
you look at
the
have you
arenas
seen-
look more realistic, the wrestlers look more realistic than the people
Yeah.
that fucking make the game and get millions
Because
to
they're
make this.
doing it for the love of it. They're not doing it for fucking shit paycheck and being
It's
Yeah.
because
bullied.
people.
No, but it just goes to show, like, doesn't it, that like this shit can be fucking. I mean, it's again going back to the Star Wars thing. It just, you remember they did the Luke Skywalker thing for the Mandalorian, and it was kind of clipping in the eyes and stuff.
By the
And then
deep fake.
some guy at home did like a complete deep fake, and it looked
Yeah.
way better.
I think it's these people have obviously got time crunches. They're under the
Yeah,
pressure
they're
of the
under serious
industry.
pressure as well.
I
They're
mean,
not
there's
paid
definitely reasoning
properly.
behind it.
Well, look at it. I watch that Jim Sterling bloke every week, and he's talking about that the people can't even afford to eat in their own canteens at work.
Fuck.
They can't afford.
Jesus.
At
Well,
Rockstar.
what was it? No, these are all most gaming companies. Ubisoft
Oh,
is
yeah,
for
okay, yeah.
sexual offenders.
Oh, Ubisoft.
EA
And the
is,
crunch stuff, yeah, it's terrible what's going on there.
but yeah, they literally hire them on. They sack them after a game, and then they say record profits, and they ring it all in.
Oh,
You're talking
EA
it's
is just-
ridiculous.
EA is just
Guys, we need you to work 120 hours this week because we're going to resell a game that's like fucking 20 years old.
Like they literally
And then,
can't
like,
leave. They can't
crunch
leave their
time.
positions or anything. There's a toilet stripped to their fucking ankle and everything. Like that's
It's
how
ridiculous.
mad that is. Like,
But then when you
Jonathan says-
overwork
that's-
people like this, they don't do the projects right.
no,
Like, that's
They
different
don't
fucking
perform.
level, like, isn't it?
it's sick. Like,
It is.
Well,
And
yeah.
these people aren't like unskilled workforce. They're skilled at what they do.
yeah.
But they ain't got the passion for it anymore. You know, and when we support them all, the money doesn't go to them; it goes to the big wigs. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Sure,
wasn't
It's the
wasn't
very
EA
same
making-
reason
Sorry.
why IATSE are fucking kind of like, fucking. But I mean, I know they're probably fucking settled and whatever else, but that whole thing with IATSE in fucking Hollywood.
No,
No.
Did you not hear about this? This is fucking huge, man. About they're fucking basically they're the union for like all like DOPs, directors, editors, fucking production designers, trying to
Mhm.
basically get like fucking better hours and better pay for, fucking, for sets. Do you know where they pay like actors millions and people are barely
Yeah.
fucking making way. And apparently they went on strike, or they were down to the wire striking with the producers. I don't know. Now, and this whole thing with Alec Baldwin and fucking
Mate, that was messed up. That was so messed up.
Mm.
fucking
The thing is, so just on a tangent, besides that shit happening, which is fucking
oh,
horrendous.
don't even go into the guy Randy Pitchford or Randy Fox, whatever his name is.
Like, what
Jonathan
happened?
just mentioned him.
Yeah,
Borderlands guys. Yeah,
Oh.
but what happened to all of
Yeah.
the security that should have been around those types of things and cost cuts?
Well, like, I mean, and it's just, I mean, not to get fucking too into the thing, but if you look at all even the news headlines and stuff, it's all like, like Alec Baldwin shoots and murders.
Yeah.
It's all like
that's
that.
bullshit.
But me and Brian have been on sets before. Now, look, granted,
I was saying this earlier on the
yeah,
live
we
stream
don't
I did a
use
while
live
ago.
rounds or blanks or anything. We use fucking like guns without the gas in them and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? We just fucking
Yeah.
because we're independent. But on a big scale thing like that, there's like weapon handlers and then there's production team
Mm.
before. Like, are you telling me the actor's going to take the gun after like he assumes everyone else has checked it? I was like, going like, yeah, that doesn't look like it's fucking Joe got real bullets in it. Boom, do you know?
How did he even know? He might have nothing
Exactly,
to do with
man.
something
And me and
personal
Brian
life.
will tell you, we've been on sets before. When you're
Oh, wait.
fucking running and gunning and you're trying to
What?
like get the scenes done and stuff, your brain doesn't be thinking about those little logistic things. You know, you just
It was still a
But,
freak
like-
accident though. With
Yeah,
with
oh yeah, it
blank-
was a
with-
freak
with the blank
accident.
bullets.
But
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
think about it, right, those sets, people are working there 18 to 20 hours and tiredness sets in. Obviously, human error is everywhere, but on stuff like that, tiniest error can cause tragic consequences. Like,
which it has.
Yeah.
One
like yeah,
person
yeah, it
died and
did.
one in hospital, right? Because
And
it actually
like
injured.
Brandon Lee years ago on the
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
And and what Tubbs was saying there, like, I've botched my shoulder on a fucking movie set because of Tubbs. I almost took Tubbs's front tooth out because of me.
Oh no, and
These
I'll be
accidents
honest, and
happen. Like,
I'll
he
show
went
this on
through all
live
his
screen.
shit.
No, where we this side?
Yeah.
All right. Here, can you see that?
Oh shit!
Yeah, that happened on a film. On a film set, I got my tooth knocked out. So,
If you keep doing those, you'll be able to give gummies.
no, but these things happen, man. Do you know what I mean? But there's some fairness.
Oh,
But no, but realistically, it is like, I mean, and that was, and Brian will tell you, that was like literally down to like lighting going wrong and just being too close to where the punch was being thrown. You know,
Yeah.
leaned into it.
Cubs did that union not go on strike. They did apparently. They went on strike. But I think the last thing I read up on it is they were kind of coming. They were reaching agreement or something. But I don't know if it's 100%. But if that happens, this is what I mean about it. If this happens and it gets pushed further, then
No, did
no
not know
no
about
production can go into action. Like
two other incidents of that
TV
same
shows,
union
movies, it all
fire.
gets shut down.
Yeah, and like I'm not into the movie business, but as my understanding, these are real guns with real life pins, and actually it's the ammunition and the
Yeah, and
problem
they're
with
using blanks,
ammuni-
man. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a real
but
studio, but these things are
It's to
supposed to
get
be
it's to
completely
get the
fucking
bang,
checked.
to
Like,
get the actor to go, oh, that's
yeah,
what
but
it is.
exactly. But the problem is like blanks are actually still lethal at a short space of distance, so you can't actually fire
yes,
blanks
yeah,
at a short space. So I think what I've read, and I might be wrong, what I think has actually happened is when they fired the blank, there was actually some piece of shrapnel that actually
Yeah, it went
fired in.
off.
Yeah,
Mm.
like a
yeah, because
buckshot
that's
essentially.
how it hit the director as well.
Yeah, and the thing that I don't understand, and I think that's to Jonathan's point there. Actually, why the fuck are they still using live ammunition or even live guns?
Dude, in
What?
2021, do you know what I mean? Have they not learned?
Yeah,
They should
Like
be able to do stuff like this in post
yeah.
now. Use
If
air
Budget.
rifles.
yeah, John Wick
It's
did
cheaper.
everything in
airsoft
post.
weapons, guys. You know, you
Yeah.
fire an airsoft weapon with the gas canister with nothing in it, you still get
Yeah.
that like fucking. You still get that pull. You know what I mean? You still get that
Yeah.
effect. It's fucking insane.
But here's the thing, like so John Wick, all of the shots that you see, everything is added in post. If they really wanted to get the reaction from the actor, if anything, what they could have done, they could have put a squib internally that doesn't actually splut any ink, but just does a blowback, and the
But
gun is the trigger for it.
guys,
But
in
no
fairness,
actual like
like we're in the age now where actors have to act like they see a big fucking 40-foot dragon walking around them. Can they not fucking act like they heard a gunshot?
But the thing about it, though, I don't know if I'm 100% on this, but from what I was reading, was it wasn't even during the actual filming. This was during rehearsal.
oh shit, I didn't know that.
So I'm assuming they were rehearsing like Joe, like he was firing the gun. Like where am I here? He was firing the gun directly at camera past it, and it all went wrong. But yeah, the fact that it's fucking it's such a sad fucking story, man.
I'm going to be harsh here, but the reality of it is this is what you don't often hear about things like this happening. This is one.
No, not at all. You don't.
Exactly. So, in honesty, it's not as bad as everybody kind of takes it. There's a lot worse that happens in.
I think it's the fact
yeah.
that she died. I think if she had just been injured, it wouldn't have been a big deal. I think it was the fact that she actually passed away. It was why it's such a big story.
I think the worst thing is if they don't learn from it. The worst thing is if they don't learn from it, man.
Oh, they won't learn from it.
No.
No, they won't.
Man, it's fucking it's America. They love their guns.
Let's not get into that, and let's
Money
leave
talk.
it there.
Money
Oh no, that's a whole nother podcast.
So yeah, guys,
They'll be insured for this anyway.
Thank you for all of you for coming on today, and Joshy, welcome to the show.
Thanks
for
for
this
having me.
week. And
I'll be early next week.
Great to have you, Tubbs. You're always fucking late, and so are you, Bruno.
I'm
so
always on fucking time.
Hey, if I'm late, it's because I'm doing a poo. Like my bodily functions will come first.
Doing a poo, thinking of you.
I will say one thing though, just letting you know, like, it looks like I'm looking like this way all night. I can't get used to the fucking. It's like it's the reverse mirrored effect on my camera.
Zoom
So I'm like, what's going on?
Zoom has a mirrored option, so whenever you move your right arm, you actually see it on. Yeah, whatever.
Jonathan, I plan to talk about this next week. Actually.
Oh yeah, the Ruby Rose. That's a juicy one.
I wonder how true that is, but I'd love. Yeah, but I would like to talk about that as well next week. But yeah,
definitely. Yeah, thanks, man. So yeah, guys, thanks for enjoying being here and having the crack. And yeah, we will
It's
see you
fun.
next week. Bye. See you guys.
See you later.
No